I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon! All right, guys. I hope you like the new edited intro. There's some people that I got to throw in there that some people said, like somebody said to me, "How do you not have hosts?" And I was like, "Damn, how do I not have hosts?" So, what made me change was I think having Chucky in the beginning when it says warning. I think the warning was setting off the AI for YouTube. So it kept flagging all my videos, telling me that this video is not suitable for all advertisements. And I'm thinking like, what? Even when I did my wrestling podcast from last week, I'm like, dude, it was just talking about wrestling, no cursing, no nothing. So I think that's what the issue was. So I figured, you know what? Let me edit it and change it. And I was like, well, if I do that, then I want to add some people, right? So it's cool. I got to meet Sarah Blow. I think he's really cool. I'm pretty sure we're going to be friends for a long time. So I threw him in there at the end. And I left out people. I was like, oh, snap. I got to throw Purple in there. So I figured, let me get the clip where Purple and Doc's going back and forth. Doc got his new beard. And then I forgot Obi Rose. How could I leave out Obi Rose? So I threw him in there. I got my man F-Cat in there. So it's just pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I thought it would be cool to add a new little intro. But with that being said, guys, today I'm excited for. I got so many stories. I don't know if I could get to them all. Plus, you guys are welcome, more than welcome to add your own stories, and you're more than welcome to even join on the panel as we talk. So I want it to be a 2-hour show. But I'm excited for non-gaming, so if it get longer, it is what it is. So with that being said, I'm the cowboy, king of entertainment, and it's time to put my hat on because we're about to get it. And guys, you're going to come on this show, and you're going to see some dancing. Hey, you're going to see some, yes, sir. Whoa. My doctor told me I can't throw punches. So you're going to see some, yeah, martial arts. Guys, it's going to be a lot of exciting entertainment on this show as well as on this channel. So I'll take this time out. If you're not familiar with the Cowboy King of Entertainment, this channel is simply about entertainment. So some of the loves of my life is gaming. So you're always going to get your good gaming. I sometimes stream gaming. I do a Monday gaming podcast. Also, guys, I love to review products, and I love to review movies. So just go to my homepage, scroll down, you'll see all the different stuff I do. So I do movie review, product reviews. For instance, I just got this not that long ago, wireless keyboard, did a review. Got an older, really cool thing you guys might like. Whoops, dropped it. All right. This wireless keyboard, right? But yeah, so long story short, or even this, best mobile controller ever. So, guys, check out my reviews. My movie reviews, I go to movies almost every week. So I just put out a review of The Meg 2. Then I did Barbie. I did Insidious. I did Talk to Me. You name it, I go to the movies. So, but with that being said, guys, my life is on this channel. My most recent video was a vlog of me, my daughter, and my wife. We went to Wildwood, New Jersey, to the beach last 2 weekends ago. So, yeah, vlog my life. So when you guys talk about, who is this cowboy guy? Just watch my vlogs. Every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, my honeymoon in Mexico. My life is on this channel. So you guys don't have to say, is he fake? Is he phony? Guys, I show you the outside of YouTube version of me, and I'm the same damn person. Yeah. I can't help it. I like doing a spinning back kick. But with that being said, we're going to get into it. So I'm very excited to do some non-gaming content. And I got to think, let me thank a couple people. People like FCat, people like Lion, and Mr. Herberworld been always asking for this type of content. I got to thank you guys, especially the people like FCat and Lion, who was like, dude, separate it. Don't do it all together. So now the people who don't like gaming, because some people out there, they show up for these shows. So every Tuesday, guys, come right here and I'll hit you with that Let's Talk show. Wait, I think I'm saying it wrong, right? What did I call it? I think just Talk Show Tuesdays. Something. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to grab a chair. I hope you guys grab a chair. I think I've been flapping my gums enough. And we're going to get into it. So, with that being said, I like to call you guys the early adopters, the people who get here first. So let me pull you guys up. Uncompetitive is in the building first. So let me give them a cowboy shout out. All right. Obi Rose is in the building. Hi there. What up, all in chat? Obi, I hope you've seen the intro. Yo, Jers is in the building, aka Chill Gaming. Let's go. And Mr. Rest in Peace himself, maker of chaos. So rest in peace, Xbox, because they don't got no games. Well, unfortunately, we won't be talking anything gaming today. So that would have been yesterday. All right. So I see you with the perfect. Hey, you see that, man? Come on. Stop playing with me, bro. I had to throw that in there. Yo, Ellis is in the building. My man, 50 True Gaming. Mr. Herberworld, you can't have one of these shows without Mr. Herberworld. It's a public service announcement. 30 days, I will confirm who Rune is. Ooh, okay. Are you going to watch the Gran Turismo movie? I will. Here's what's funny. I was talking big trash. I was like, nobody even see this Gran Turismo movie, and I didn't even watch the trailer. I watched the trailer, and I was like, oh, this looks really good, and it's based off a true story. So yeah, I will be in the building. Enjoy the vlogs and reviews, my brother. Thank you very much, man. Let me see. Rune is really TK. That would be kind of crazy. I see how it is, Cowboy. Never thanks me. What? Hey, Maker, I thank you for hating everything, you know? Rune is Aminar. All right. Oh, wait. My man FCat in the building. Give him one of these. All right. And Ron's in the building. Let's go. He said the Prince of Entertainment is here. That's right. I'm the king, and Ron is the prince. Amazon Rom. Maker of Chaos said apparently the Gran Turismo movie is getting a lot of hate. Wait. It's not even out yet, is it? What is it? Wait. I don't think it's out yet. We've heard Rune voice in Discord, though. Not TK. Did we hear Rune's voice in Discord? Was that Rune back then? Huh. Not sure. Anyway, guys, I am going to throw the link out. At this point, you guys could join. Anybody want to join me? Jump on here with me as I go through some of these topics. It's going to be epic. Truly epic. So let me see. To join the show. Whoops, why did I make that capital? All right, so to join, I just screwed that up. All right, so join the show. Bam, there you guys go. I'm going to pin this in the chat. And guys, I got so many stories. I'm telling you, I got many stories. And it's going to be epic. All right, so let me clear this table a little bit. All right. And guys, hit that like button. All right, so let's see. Let me make sure you aren't Rune. Who isn't Rune? Me? Listen, I know who Rune is. I've been telling y'all in Discord. He said, I'm really Mr. Urban World. Uh-oh. All right, guys, but check this out. Coming in red hot, special guest, none other. Oh, not yet. All right. I mean, as simple as you just putting it up.
Josie wants to
Oh. Okay, never mind, guys. Never mind. All right, hold up. My wife just went and got us some Arby's. So we have the meats. Let me just put my stuff back in my pocket. All right. Okay, with that being said, I don't need this receipt, but I'll put it right there. All right. So, well, you guys see. So let me just bring you guys right smack in here. Actually, let me get my Stadia controller. Because wait, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna have everything. I would have to mute myself today the way we do this. So, all right. So coming in the building is a new friend of the show. My man. Oh wait. All right, guys, I got a special surprise for you. And check it out. My wife, Sandy Beaches, is going to be joining us today. So she's going to be a part of the show. Good stuff. Now, here's the cool thing, Sandy. You could just read these. If you want to read a comment, you can read it like that. All right. So Sandy is in the building, and show them what we got from Arby's.
We got some dessert. These are apple turnovers. Little turnovers.
All right.
Triangles.
Yeah, let me do this real quick. Guys, apple turnovers. Let's go.
Okay. Bronco berry sauce.
That's my stuff. The Bronco berry sauce. All right.
Eat a large.
Oh, she got me a large. These are the jalapeno bites with Bronco berry sauce. And
Beef and cheddar.
Beef and cheddar. Now you put what? They're on a regular bread, right?
Sesame roll.
Sesame roll. Okay.
Beef and cheddar sesame roll.
Okay.
Mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks.
And I had a free small fry coupon.
I'll move this way. Cool. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna bring in new friend to the show. Coming in red hot is Uncompetitive. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Now, here's the thing. Guys, if you want to throw tomatoes at this guy, get mad at him, because he actually is a friend of King Thrash. You know, we don't like Thrash around here. So just look at it as Uncompetitive is an extension of Thrash.
Yes.
Right? So, but Uncompetitive, this is my wife, Sandy.
Hello.
Every
Hello.
so often she's on certain stuff. So, and now coming in is none other than my right-hand man. F-Cat is in the building.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, F-Cat?
F-Cat's mysterious.
Chilling.
That's right. Chilling.
So
Right,
I only got two. I only got two things to bring up.
Okay, you only got two. Don't worry, I got like a million of them. So we're gonna get into it. But we got my man who said, if you do this on Tuesdays, I'm here. And yeah, I'm shocked that he's actually into this crazy stuff. None other than Jersey's finest, aka Chill Gaming, is in the building. Chill, what's up, man?
What's up? What are you guys doing?
Yo, so you've been a little quiet today, bro. Did you see my man Loso Banks hit me up and said, bro, I need to clear my name. So he has some choice words for you. It wasn't too bad. But
For me,
you know, did you see that?
For me, no, I didn't see it. I was working hard today, man. I actually worked an hour overtime because stuff was crazy. I had to help people out.
Hey, I feel you, man. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, but that was cool though. He hit me up and said, "Yo, man, would you stream?" I said, "Bro, we can't do that today. I'm doing non-gaming." He was like, "Well, you can't do it now." I'm like, "Man, I'm sitting at my desk at work." And I was like, "You know what? I could take a lunch break and do a stream and just let you say what you got to say." Because he felt that his channel is small. He wanted to at least, put it out there. He felt that he kind of like was talking about Xbox fans and he wanted to like take it back a little
I
bit.
told
but
him.
explain it.
I told him, listen, if you make gaming, there will be rebuttals against you, bro. The hate will be there, and you got to take the good with the bad, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah, and I actually had wrote to him and said, "Listen, hey guys, we're gonna get it. Trust me, we're not talking about gaming, but for so much. But I said, listen, his point, he was a little annoyed that you took his clip. I said, honestly, that's kind of the unwritten rule. We do that. Like, that's not like no one say you can't use my clip. It's just kind of like you just know, like, all right, cool. I'm gonna take a clip of yours, or I'm gonna play your video and I'm gonna rebuttal. So that's kind of like what we do. So, but he's new into all this stuff. So
yeah.
Anyway, with that being said,
video.
Oh, go ahead.
I got one video, but this is for later. You can talk about what you're gonna be talking about. Then I'll send it to you guys in Discord.
Oh wait, you put something in Discord?
Not yet. After you guys, what you guys really want to talk about after that, I'll send it to you guys. That's like later on.
Okay, cool. All right, so let me do this before FCAT try to throw some stuff in there. You guys know I said I had a lot of stuff last week, and I didn't even get to it all. So let me at least pull up one of the stories that I wanted to get to last week, but I couldn't. So give me a moment. Let's do this. I might have to find a better way. So what I do is I send stuff to my Facebook and I find it that way. But might have to have like a better way to pull stuff up real quick. But let me see. Let me just go to the beginning. Oh yeah, that was crazy. All right, so let me see. Just bear with me, guys. All right, so we talked about that. Oh wait, did we do this? Yeah, we did that. All right. Let's see. Did that. Yeah, we talked about that. Talked about that was a good one. All right, cool. Just hold on, guys. Oh yeah. So remember last week I was asking you guys, do you think you would be able to live like this? So I showed you one guy, and Jers, I know you said, oh, you seen that one, blah blah blah. So guys, if this were you, happened to you, I just want to know, do you think you could live like this? Now, last week, some people was like, nah, I couldn't do it, right? But check, and this has got to be way worse. So let me know what you guys think.
Came true this week, but his bigger dream of inspiring others is only just the beginning.
When Zaid Garcia was a toddler, an accident with a candle left him with severe burns on 80% of his body, leaving him disfigured. He also lost both hands and his eyesight. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry brings us this incredible story you'll see only on 2 tonight.
Stepping out of a police cruiser and into the Houston Police Academy. This is
the
guy Zaid Garcia has dreamed of for years.
Yeah, sad, man. But you know what? My man's like, he's a champ.
Protection he needed as a young child living in Mexico when a horrible accident changed his life forever.
No one knows how, but a candle fell.
Whew. Yeah. So he doesn't have a lot of his limbs. And look at his teeth that comes out his mouth. It almost doesn't look real.
That is
and he's blind.
That's a mask. That's gotta be a mask, bro.
Here, look, I'm gonna press play. Watch.
That looks like a mask.
And when the candle fell, the house caught on fire.
The burn survivor endured many surgeries and challenges.
It's been a hard path, but I healed.
Now determined.
I want to inspire people.
I mean, it does kind of look fake, though.
It does.
It does kind of look fake.
It is a mask. But I'm guessing
no,
we're not saying it's not.
No, it's real. I'm just saying it kind of does look fake. But my question is,
it's a mask. Like, it's a mask. You can see his mouth moving underneath it. I'm guessing his face is worse than that.
Oh, you think what he's wearing is a mask?
Yeah.
Why would you wear a mask like that? There's a lot of better masks, bro. You could put a Batman. If you're gonna wear a mask, just put a Batman mask on, or put a Ninja Turtle mask on. Like, are you serious right now?
That's gotta be a man.
I don't know about that.
Mm-mm.
But
Like,
anyway,
look, Hope said it's a support mask.
it's a what?
It's a support mask.
All right, hold on. Let me look at some of the comments.
Like kind of like a
Hang on, I'll be back.
They said, "Look, this is crazy. I went to school with a girl. No lie, she fell in the fire. She had skin issues. People didn't pick at her, but it was wild." Let me see. Holt said, "It will be a support mask to hide his face." You think so?
It might be to prevent infection.
Yeah, but why would they not have a better looking mask?
Right.
You know what I mean? Uncompetitive. Like,
don't know.
I just seen you create a gun yesterday on a video. If you could do that, you figure they would have given him a better looking mask.
Unless they're saying like a support mask, meaning like it's holding his face together better, like
Mhm.
a stocking cap,
Mm-hmm.
like that maybe.
I don't know, but I don't really need to play anymore. Long story short, this video he went. It was really nice though. He wanted to be a cop for the day, so they let him drive in a squad car and everything. And you know, they let him feel like he was a cop for the day. But my whole point was a good story though. But my whole point was the way he looked. Do you guys think you could live like that? Like if that happened to you, would you be like, you know what, I'd rather die, or would you try to live it out? So uncompetitive. What about you?
No.
He said, "Yo," he was like, "Nah, we ain't even going there." Okay.
And what kind of life are you living at that point?
I mean, he just became a cop. What are you talking about? You know?
He can't even see that he's a cop or he's even in that uniform.
You know what? That is kind of crazy. What if like he could have not even been there? They could have.
They could have dressed him up in just some overalls, and he would have thought he had a cop uniform on. Like, what you mean?
All right.
I don't know. That's rough. I wouldn't want to live like that. I'd be like, yo, put me down.
Now, the dude from last week, his face was severely messed up.
I know the dude you're talking about because I've
Yeah.
seen it on Facebook.
Him, I was like, yeah, I could do it. Right? He looked kind of cool, actually. He looked like, I don't know, I would have been working at a
He
Halloween
looked
store
like
or
something that'd
something.
be in Mortal Kombat, like
Yeah.
Baraka.
But this, nah, we're uncompetitive, man. You kind of got, I think I'm, yeah, I think I'm,
I couldn't do it.
nah, yeah.
So hopefully he's not in pain.
Hopefully what?
Hopefully it's not in pain. Can you hear me okay?
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, it was
back.
just a little low.
Your volume is low. That's why.
Oh, I don't know
Well,
why
Whenever
that would
your
be.
speaker's
Maybe it
on
needs
it-
resetting.
No, I'm talking about his computer is low.
Hmm.
I think it's the loudest it's going to be.
I'll turn it up a bit. See, is that any better?
That is.
Oh, yeah,
better.
yeah. She's trying to blame my Sony
But
end zone.
even when FCAT was talking or Jersey, it was kind of low. It is your
Oh.
computer. It's low.
My bad.
Yeah,
So I was like,
I've turned it up to 90. So
My bad.
Yeah.
So it was a
is
mix
it
of-
low your end? Because I don't want to be deafening now. So
Yeah, yeah, you can turn it down. It was my fault,
It was
uncompetitive.
his fault.
Okay. Because the thing is on the round table, I have it about here. So
You were fine. It was his end.
yeah, that's okay.
That was me.
You gotta read your comments.
All right, I'm trying to, talk, eat. All right, let's see. I don't like to talk to bros anyway, but
The worst thing I've come across, not that I get into watching this sort of stuff,
okay,
is someone who's got something called EB. And it's a documentary, and this person has got EB, and it is a thing where your skin flakes off all the time. And his mother had, when the baby was born, it was like, what's the matter with the baby? And it was like an incredibly rare skin condition. And the baby came out, and the skin was falling off the baby at birth. And they were like, not sure it was going to survive. And then he survived somehow, held on for life. And she has to bandage him all the time. But when she changes the bandages to get hygienic bandages on, she tears all the skin off his whole body.
Oof.
And that happens every day.
Oh
And
my
he's
God.
screaming down the house with pain every day. And her look on her face is like the most drained, worn down woman you've ever seen in your life. Like why did I have to have this child? Why did I have to have this burden? You know,
right?
It's not her fault,
No.
right? And I'm just thinking about the neighbors and like what would happen if you're in the house next to that and you hear that going on every day. And you're thinking, is this child being abused? And then you find out the story and you're thinking, I don't think I can listen to that. I don't think I can listen to the noise knowing that he's going through that pain, and you'd want to leave. But then could you sell your house to someone else? Would you have to trick them into buying your house? You know, sell it to some investor who's going to let it out or something, so that you can get shot of the house without them visiting it, you know, or like arrange with the neighbor to be out that day so they're not screaming, so you can sell the house. It's like, how do you do that and is it ethical?
So uncompetitive. I'm going to say something kind of mean, but technically, if you was in the United States, we wouldn't be selling our house. We'll be calling the cops like noise pollution. That's the thing over here. Like, you got to quiet that kid up. I can't sleep at night. Like,
he can't help it. He can't help the noise.
Things.
Hold on.
They can get away with it for doctors.
No, I don't think so. Like, you paid for your house. You didn't pay for the noise. Trust me, this is the U.S.
That's true. There are noise things in this country. After 11, you can't be making noise.
I wouldn't even fall.
No, I'm just saying, instead of selling my house, I mean, I don't know about selling my house.
You've got a point there. It's got a point, yeah. But he had like when he wasn't in pain, he had a really good disposition on life. And there was this kind of glamour model who did lots of topless photography called Melinda Messenger, and he had the hots for her. And he was like making jokes on camera and saying, well, you know, I'd like to wank, but I'd pull the skin off my cock. And I'm like, your sense of humor is absolutely dark as anything, right?
Yeah.
And then they made it so that she went and visited him, and he was like flirting with her like crazy. And you're thinking, my God, you know. But then all you know, credit to her. She like was playing along with him, and you know, being like, he was being really over the edge saucy with her, but kind of disrespectful actually. But I mean, she was great. I thought she really was a credit to herself for, you know, kind of, you know, being a ray of sunshine in this miserable life, you know.
That's
you
wild.
You kind of criticize some of these people that are celebrities, and you're thinking, you know, they're just a topless model, and you're thinking you've got no thoughts in their head, and they're not nice people. They're just doing it for the money. But they go and visit people in hospital, and you know, Johnny Depp dressed up as Jack Sparrow and went and visited people in hospital, and it like practically didn't get covered in the media. And I just think, you know, they don't have to be doing this.
Yeah. Well, look, this is no laughing matter, but it's kind of funny. Arun said no offense, but he kind of reminds me of Nemesis from Resident Evil. He seems happy, so I would live like that.
Yeah, I thought the guy who got EB, I thought if there was something that was like worse than that, I couldn't imagine what it would be. You know, there's leprosy, and leprosy is less severe than EB.
Oh wow. So Jers, could you live like that, man?
No, I was actually listening to the live stream you had before. Yeah, we'll get into that some other time. But could I live like that? I don't think I could, bro. No, I don't think I could, man. I'll be really depressed, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I'm with you. I love life, man. I love new beginnings.
If I look like that, I'd be suicidal. I'm just being honest. Yo, I'd be so depressed, I'd think about taking my own life if I looked like that.
Whoa, hold up. It was Holt's birthday yesterday?
Oh, snap. Happy birthday, Holt.
Holt's. Bro, you didn't tell us that. He said, Obi, I'm just recovering from my birthday yesterday. What? As I ate too many hot dogs. Bro. But first of all, last thing I'm gonna eat on my birthday is if I'm eating hot dogs on my birthday, something's wrong. But it's cool that that's what you like. Man. Let me see. What about you, FCat? Could you live like that?
Hell no.
Got a lot of honest people on this.
Hey, man. Yeah, we got to. Hey, yo, can we sing happy birthday for Holtz real quick? Yeah, let's do it. Guys, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Holtz. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
Yeah.
Let's go, Holtz. How old are you now? What, 38? Yeah. Holtz, we need to know how old you are. I think you're what, like maybe you're like 39 now, or 38, 39, something like that.
Yeah, that's my age.
Let's see.
Jesus, people getting older.
No, what I was gonna say, if that happened to me, I would probably be like heavy into like meth and heroin and stuff.
Hey, well, first of all, you don't have no arms, so you better hope somebody.
I'd find a way.
Somebody helping you.
Yeah, that's what I found out just this week, that the people who take fentanyl enough, they end up having their legs taken away. And I was like, wow, I had no idea that was a consequence. And then they have all that surgery paid for them in California. And at the end of it, they like say, right, go out on the street again. We're done with you now. And I'm thinking, what did that achieve? What did that achieve? Helping them out, and then no, you're clustering the place up, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
I know.
Holtz is 37 years old, guys. 37 years young. All right, so
Hold on, Holtz is younger than both of us.
Yeah. Well, why you gotta make it like that?
I thought he was my age.
Thought he was your age?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, so check this out, man. I was looking at some crazy stuff online, right? And we're gonna get into the next one. This is kind of wild, man. What would you?
Listen, I was about to say happy 40th, Holtz.
Oh,
but he's 37.
All right. So check this out. The problem is, since Sandy and I are both in the room, I can't put my thing in my ear, so I have to mute myself. Every so often, I'm gonna have to go back and forth to mute myself because it will echo. So, but check this out.
Story of the day, a sinkhole in southern Hillsborough County that swallowed a man sleeping in his bed back in 2013 and reopened again 2 years later is once again causing concerns. Crews have been out on Faithway Drive in Zephyr throughout the day monitoring the hole after reopening for a third time.
Hey, why are you laughing?
Why would you go anywhere near it?
Hey, uncompetitive, what is wrong with her, man?
Why would you go anywhere near the thing? Like, let's measure it, see if it's getting bigger. Oh, you've fallen in as well.
No, so what happened was...
No, I'm laughing because it said it swallowed him while he was in his bed.
So a sinkhole happened, and this is in Florida, where we plan on moving next year. But they got a whole story on it. So the sinkhole happened, and the whole house collapsed. And his brother was in the house and got out, and he could hear his brother screaming, but there was no way for him to get to his brother. So his brother died as he watched the house go in the ground, and his brother was in there and died.
That's crazy.
That's wild. But here, check it out.
Now, but there is some good news. There's no one living close to it anymore. After the hole originally formed a decade ago, officials declared the area so unstable, they demolished the house on the site and the homes on both sides of it. Meanwhile, our Stasi Olmos has been out there throughout the day today monitoring the situation.
Here, and that's the sinkhole opening, and a short while later you can see a tree slowly sink in. It first opened in 2013 in the middle of the night right under a home at about 17 feet deep, taking the life of 36-year-old Jeffrey Bush. We met his brother out here today, and he says every time he gets a call about this sinkhole opening, it's like salt on a wound, and he wishes it would stop.
I come here all the time. When I'm not working, I try and come by here, visit him, because it's the only place I got to visit him. It's his last resting place. It's hard seeing the hole back open again. Any day that goes by, I don't think about my brother.
Yo, that is wild. So yeah, so it swallowed the house, And here I'll just have it in the background so you guys can see the rest, but I'll mute it. But so yeah, it swallowed the house as they was in there. And his brother, unfortunately, I don't know if he was on the lower level of the house, but unfortunately, he couldn't rescue him, and he went down. Yeah, so every year
they sued the people who built the house.
No. So here's the issue. Well, actually, they're gonna get into it. So Florida, they don't typically the houses don't have basements, and so it's limestone that's under the ground, and you don't really know, like it's water and limestone, and you don't really know when it could open up. So you really have no clue, and there's hundreds of them in Florida.
Right.
This happens all the time.
Is it to do with the water table being quite high?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I see.
And so, and go ahead. Let me get to the part. I want to get to the guy who's gonna kind of explain it a little bit, because I think it's kind of good.
U.S. Geological Survey told me our area is actually one of the hot spots for sinkholes in the U.S. They found that the majority of damage tends to happen here in Florida, Texas, Alabama, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Pennsylvania. I was more curious about this today, and I reached out to Raymond Russo. He's an associate professor of geology, tectonics, and seismology at the University of Florida. He told me a big reason for this is that Florida's land is largely limestone, and the minerals that make it up dissolve quickly in water that's even slightly acidic, whether that's rain or something that's flowing underground.
Remember, these things are three-dimensional structures, and so you may get this patch, but then below it you didn't know there was another patch, and so you can have this repeating kind of thing happening. You have to have really good structural control. You have to know exactly what's going on in 3D detail.
He told me the best way to close a sinkhole for good is to fill it with concrete, but a hole of this size may just be too.
In past years, we've been out there multiple times as residents were forced to deal with destructive sinkholes. New tonight, our Eric Waxler looks back to learn what has become of these sinkholes since then.
At the end of Ocean Pine Drive in Land O'Lakes, there's now a basketball hoop where the road once went through. That was until July of 2017, when the biggest sinkhole anyone in Pasco County can remember swallowed up 2 homes. One fell in as our camera was rolling. 7 other houses were condemned.
Oh.
Wow.
That is wild. So the thing is, what's funny, right? It's like an iceberg. So you see the hole underneath the ground, the hole is even bigger. So I watched another video and I was just blown away. Like, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. But anyway, what'd you say, Jers?
It's a scary thought, man. Aren't you moving to Florida?
I know. Next year, man.
You better get some stilts like 20 feet high, bro.
I would have thought there's something you could do, like ground sensing radar, before you build anything. You could just beam it down like they do with archaeology.
No. But here's the issue, though.
And they get a sense of whether there's a water table and how high it is.
Yeah, over time it erodes, and so it just eventually, right? So let's say it's
that's a sinkhole.
Yeah, sinkhole. So let's say sand and dirt is together, and then over time you just get a shift, and then you don't know if the shift's going to go like this or like this.
Yeah, when I lived in Florida, that was like a normal thing, sinkholes, because it was the ground was just sand. It wasn't dirt. It was just freaking sand.
Maybe it's pollution related. Maybe the water table is okay left alone at a normal pH, but then when it gets, acidic pollution from, say, dumping from a factory or something, that ends up leaching into the the water table, and that then has a downstream underwater river effect on everything and dissolves all the limestone, and so it's probably the fault of a factory miles away.
Yeah, that's wild. But guys, we got somebody joining us. One of the newest people I met on here that I'm pretty cool with is none other than Sour Blow is in the building. What's up, man?
How you doing? Nice to meet all of you. Well, the people that I haven't met yet.
So, Sandy, remember I kept telling you some weird guy that kept inboxing me like, you need to make a video, and I got up like 2 a.m. and I put on my robe. It's this guy right here, So
you got up 2 a.m. to make a video?
Yeah, because he was like, it was like a deadline pretty much when I was a guest on their show, he was like, hey, could you make this video, that video against Crazy Louie? And so the one day he was like, yo, if you can make a video. And I did my show, and then we watched TV, and we was writing back. It was literally probably like 2 a.m. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to get up and make it real quick. So, but he put it together and it looked amazing. So shout out to you for that, Sarah.
Hey.
Oh, thank you. That's some dedication there. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, man. You know, but thank you for coming on. We're gonna talk about some crazy stuff. I see FCat got something queued up. Jer's got something. Want to say what's up to the people in the chat. Nikki's in the building. Jeremy's in the building. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to get to I'm gonna get to as many comments as I can. If you guys see a comment you want to comment on, like maybe somebody makes something directly towards you, or you just like, oh, let's read that. I can't catch everything. Sandy, same thing as you, whatever you see. But yeah, I want to say what's up to everybody. Oh, Sandy looks younger because of them winter tans. Host, did you just try to say she's really white?
In the winter, yeah. That's what he's trying to say.
Let me see. FCat doing drugs in his police uniform. Can we pick it? All right, cool. Good stuff. All right, so FCat, you want me to play your thing next, or you want me to go to one more?
Mine's are just articles.
Oh, yours are just articles?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Mister, I'm not going anywhere. Sandy loves me. Don't be jealous. So, Jeremy, what's going on, man? Let me see. Sandy is my bestie.
What's up, Nicky Nick?
Y'all both suck. All right, anyway. All right, so let's pull up this article from FCAT. So what are we looking at? Oh, yeah, the question mark.
Yeah, it's a mysterious question mark object seen by NASA's James Webb Space Telescope.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Oh, wow.
So they said it could be like some kind of weird like colliding stars or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny?
It's
I was gonna
something
say, is
weird.
it just like stars like together that just ended up looking like that? I mean, that's a possibility, right?
I mean, look at the Big Dipper, right?
Yeah.
We look at that and be like, oh, it looks like a spoon, whatever it is. Yeah.
But it's like a perfect question mark. Like,
guess what's out there? I don't know.
Listen, that's the aliens.
they should go closer to it.
It's the aliens. They've been talking about all these aliens.
Aliens giving you a signal.
Oh, look at that.
They're
One
like,
little spot in the whole whatever, and you're gonna tell them there's no aliens out there? Yeah, right.
ET phone home. He's trying to send a signal.
that is wild, though.
It's questionable.
That's a great drone.
Perfect question mark.
Aliens are like, what the F?
Pretty good.
Man, I always think of a question mark when I'm talking to Sarah Blow. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about, man? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, Sarah Blow, man. You in purple? I had to leave y'all alone. Y'all went at it all day today.
Oh, man. I was just messing around and stuff. It's,
I know.
you know, it's kind of fun.
Yeah. FCat, what else you got, man?
All right, next.
Uh-oh, Nikki said she's gonna put a spell on Mister.
Oh, snap.
Elon Musk says his fight with Mark Zuckerberg is still on, but Zuckerberg isn't so sure. So yeah, they've been talking about this. So Elon was like, "Oh yeah, I'll live stream it on X and or Twitter, whatever." And Mark Zuckerberg was like, "Oh yeah, come on, I'm ready today." And Elon's like, "Oh." He pulled a cowboy. He pulled a page from Cowboy's book. He's like, "Oh, I'm getting an MRI. I'm getting this. My back hurts." Blah, blah, blah.
On, bro.
Why they coming for you like that?
You know what's crazy is remember Zuckerberg. This is what he do. My man is what is he, a blue belt in BJJ, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu or something like that. So
yeah,
a blue belt.
Yeah, he's ready.
So
what is
so Elon posted a video, a live stream on Twitter or X or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, this is me curling a 45." Just trying to show off, like he's getting ready.
Yeah, curling a 45 has nothing to do with getting choked out.
But
Right.
how will they fight? Have they talked on any terms? Is it boxing?
Apparently, it might go down in the Coliseum in Italy.
No. He mean
like MMA, boxing. Like
Yeah.
what kind of style?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, it's going to be a cage match. It's
Yeah,
going to be an MMA cage match.
Interesting.
But I mean, somebody who's a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I mean, already. Now, Elon also, he's been training and stuff too, but I don't know, man. I give it to the person who's seasoned. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It'll be nice if they do it and then they do like an event and it's for like charity or something like that.
Yeah, that all proceeds are going to charity. Apparently.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be pretty nice. That's cool.
for veterans, it says.
So I mean, y'all think it's going to happen? It's going to go down?
I don't know if they're just kind of like, you know,
I think they'll do
pulling
it.
our chain
If
or
it's for
not.
charity, they might actually do it.
Okay, I'm going to call it. Musk is going to win.
Really?
Because I've just looked it up, Black Belt magazine, and it says that Musk was trained as a child in Kyokushin karate, taekwondo, judo, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Oh, Elon?
Yes. So all that Mark Zuckerberg knows how to do very proficiently is Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Right.
And I've heard Joe Rogan talk about fight analysis, and he says that if you have someone who can do judo as well, then they have like the ability to take you to the floor, pin you and stuff. And it's like, you know, the person who's got the weight advantage maybe gets in the first strike and you go down, and then it's like a floor game after that. So we'll see.
Well, my thing is this: the people who end up being the best underground, or people who have collegiate wrestling background because their body control is really good. Neither of them do.
No.
As far as the stats, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't know Mark had that much in his background. So I mean, Elon. So that kind of changes some stuff.
The more different styles of martial arts you have, the more of a kind of versatile articulacy you have, and it makes you very much more unpredictable as a fighter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But the question is, how frequent has he trained? I know Zuckerberg, like he trains all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I think he's probably having a refresher now if he's going ahead with it.
Yeah, they're both being trained by professional MMA fighters right now.
I hate to say it, but Zuck mocks Elon up to 99 times out of 100. That's what Jeremy said.
Well, Jeremy also said Zuck trains with professionals.
Yeah, they both are.
Yeah, he actively trains.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like when I seen some videos with him. You got something else after this, FCAT?
Nah, that's it.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hit you with something silly, okay? And I already know Obi Rose would do this. So the guy right here about to read his comment, Obi Rose would do this. So he said, should I screw all that? I watch Bloodsport. I will Hadouken the mess out of any black belt. Judo person. Hell, I taught Bruce Lee. In fact, you see me fighting a bear.
You helped the bear.
All right, so here's the thing. Because Obi Rose said that, I know for a fact this next thing I show, Obi will 1000% do this. Okay? So check this out. And this is actually about him. All right, so Obi will do this, okay? And they're talking about a YouTuber, which is Obi. So look at this dog. A YouTuber spent $14,000 to transform into a dog. Look at it. That's a person. Yeah. Look at the dogs. They think it's real. Yo, my dog would tear that thing up. Guys, what's your thoughts, man?
That's retarded as hell.
No, but that's Obi.
That's stupid.
That's Obi in his suit.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
Now, here's the thing. When they said paid 14, I can see if they just say, hey, I bought a suit. But I almost feel like what does that mean?
Maybe it has sound effects like a real dog and stuff.
No, I almost feel like they got like some type of like
or they did like some real professional makeup on the face, like movie effects.
I don't know. Wow, Anthony, you have a lot of guests today. And you should have seen yesterday. It was full.
Jeremy said, "What the fuck is that? Creepy."
Ever seen that Kevin Smith movie? All right, but listen, I just want to pull that up. I seen it. Actually, you've seen it.
Yeah.
So this is what happened. I find a lot of stuff because of her. She'll be watching TikTok and she'll be cracking up, and then I'll be like, "Hold on, let me see that."
Send that to me.
Yeah, I'll be like, "Send that to me."
Jersey.
Yo.
You just got a comment on Twitter.
From who?
Hey, listen, don't
Lizzo Banks.
Dude, I'm about to block him. Because he's getting out of hand now. He because I was just hold on, this real quick. I'm sorry, Cowboy. I don't want to interrupt your show here.
All right, go ahead,
But
go ahead.
I was just watching the stream from earlier. I'm not going to disrespect nobody live or in person or on whatever.
Right.
But I never get personal, but I can make it fun of him just by Cowboy looking at the screen like, yo, my man got better things to do on his lunch break than listen to you rant. Just listen to what I'm saying. Like, this guy needs to fall, bro. Somebody got to talk to this guy. He's a little bit hyped up for no reason.
I'll talk to him, man.
Yeah. I'm not even going to respond to that.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, I mean, he just randomly hit me up. That's how I met him. And so I said, cool, you could come on and rap, do with your stuff. And then we all kind of met him like that. I mean, he already knew Doc, but you know, at the end of the day, I kind of allowed him to come into the fold, kind of, sort of. I don't want to say it
My
like
cousin
that.
said I shut him down with my video. You heard me? Because I
Yeah.
sent him his video, and then I sent him mine. He goes, bro, you shut him down. It is what it is. So,
But yeah, I talked to him. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't need to get crazy.
Nope.
And you know, but I'll definitely step in and at least say, hey, bro, just calm it down. It's all good. Jersey's a cool dude. You're a cool dude. Like, it in the animosity, we don't need it.
Yeah.
But let me see. Obi said, yo, if I have 14K and I did that, better take me out back with the shotgun, bro.
Kind of
In my Jersey voice, that's right.
Coyote females. Yo, what's up, DJ Grom?
He said, "Oh my God, it's the Cowboys."
Oh man. So DJ Grom got a show tonight on Twitter. Good stuff. He just made 13 years straight. So that's cool. Congratulations again for that.
Does, like, the little cartoon?
Yeah. We watched it one night. Yeah, that was wild. All right. So here, let me ask you guys this. All right. Would you be able to live like this? All right. Check this out. All right, hold on. Let's just go over this. Hey, my man said he won his first MMA match
I'm wrestling.
against an able-bodied opponent. How mad would you be if he beat you?
I wouldn't be mad. I have him respect, man.
That's cool.
Right? I'd shake his hand. I'm like, damn, yo, you got me.
I actually saw him fight MMA.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it was interesting. Like he.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to watch that. I've seen this on. I was the one that gave him the video. I've seen it on TikTok, and I was like, "Yo, look at this dude."
Do you feel like he may have an advantage? Right? So like, let's say MMA, right? Like I did martial arts for a while. He has less limbs for you to be able to trap him up in. And I feel like he might have an advantage over you, to be honest. In a weird way.
You can't trip him up, and he's got a lower center of gravity.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
like-
also like, how do you prepare for him? It's someone like completely
Right?
different.
It's so like not normal.
No, that's a good point too.
Now, what if somebody says, put him in the front seat? I'll bet you I'll whoop his ass. I'm just saying that's what Snoop Dogg said in the movie.
Put him in the front seat. Well, you know what's crazy?
Rainy day, bro, rainy day.
Knowing his background now, right? Man, that might be a hard task. I mean, dude is ripped. He's obviously strong. Hold up. Let me just finish this. Watch this.
Did he get the golden buzzer?
I don't think they buzzed him, did they?
Yeah,
So they usually interrupt people in the middle of all of that.
Usually they give you the golden buzzer. Did he
I
get the
see.
golden
At
buzzer?
the end, yeah.
I'm not sure. They
all-
cut it off.
All I know is he would choke somebody out. I'm just saying.
I don't like that show. I don't like the British version of it that started off. I think it started off in Britain and then it went over to America.
No offense, but like seeing that like without your legs, like wouldn't you think that's less weight you have to kind of pick up?
No, you know what's funny? It's kind of like me, right? My legs was always like my smaller part of my body. So when I used to go to the gym with a lot of my friends, right? I was the shortest guy and I used to lift the most. And but like yeah, it's kind of, you got a good point. Like my like if you go by like, oh, how strong somebody is versus how much they weigh, how much they can lift. Yeah, I mean for him, he like I said, he got a lot of advantages by not having legs in a weird way. You would think, but because his body is so he's so muscular and he's agile as well, so it's like nothing for him, you know. It's like an advantage if you put him against somebody in a weird way. It's kind of cool though. Want to say what's up to Retro Gaming. Let me see.
You gotta read Jeremy's.
Hold up.
So go up to
Okay. All right, let me start right here. Let me go to Holtz. Oh wait, I'll go to Jeremy. Says dumbfounded. I'll be dumbfounded. Well, MMA and wrestling is a lot of grappling, so I wouldn't be ashamed at all. Let me see. Cowboy Sandy didn't shake my hand after Power Rangers.
Obi said, hell no, bro. All MMA fight, go ground pound. This is Jeremy said, wouldn't it always be illegal to throw a head kick his way? Would he be considered a grounded opponent? Not trying to be funny. That was a serious question.
I mean, yeah, I mean, would you be able to? Well, he did say MMA. He did say he did MMA.
Well, they're rules, aren't they? I mean, you can't be biting people's ears off.
Right.
You know, it's not anything goes.
Yeah, because technically the rule, because the rule is you can't kick somebody who's down. You know, you can't head kick somebody. But I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obi said, damn, he got me motivated. About to go drop a tear. That's crazy.
They say your legs are supposed to equal 50% of your body weight. Let me see. You know what they say, Cowboy?
Once you go short.
I don't know what they say. Well, I'm not sure anymore of the. Not sure.
Dogs' talent acts are actually dogs, as could be someone with 14K.
I have so many questions on the MMA front. How do you prep for this guy?
He escapes your guard with no effort.
I like the fact everyone's talking about the MMA stuff. They're not saying, you know, feeling sorry for him or, you know, it's like all about the MMA, and it's like he's being unconditionally respected within that framework that he's put himself in.
Yeah, but see, I can't feel bad for him now.
He did win, and then we're all kind of like discussing that, and I think that's good.
Well, you know what the thing is, I would feel bad for him if it was a sad story, but his confidence is so high. His confidence, I mean, he seems like he's doing great in life. He made the best out of the situation, and he's owning it. So I don't feel bad at all. It's not a sad story. It's a triumphant story for me. You know.
Well, I think it's great that he had the opportunity to highlight the problems he had growing up with the care system, and I think a lot of that has to do with. There aren't as many people willing to adopt because now we have IVF. And if it was me, I'd ban IVF. And then that would force everyone back into adoption if they wanted to have children. Yeah? Because a lot of times we hear stories about people with IVF and they end up having multiple babies. And they haven't got, you know, octuplets and they haven't prepared for it. And it's like, oh, well, we kind of implanted all these things in your womb, hoping that you'd end up having a, you know, more than one child or something, and it ended up being 8. And it's like, what do you do there, right? So I think that they ought to stop all of that, and they say like all these people that need adopting in the world, you should be doing that, or you should be in foster care or something, you know. But having a home, the people who go into like a children's home, most of them are pedophiles. Let's be honest about it. That's what attracts them to that job, being in proximity to children. So,
pretty well.
Yeah.
So
it's serious. It's serious, and the quicker we can kind of like get people in and out of orphanages as fast as possible and into normal homes, the better. You know.
Yeah, but did you see the movie The Orphan?
Well, that's
right, bro. I'm saying, man. Hey, Sour, come on, Sour.
That's one film versus everything else. But yeah, I get you.
Man.
I'm just saying. I want to say what's up to Eric Phillips in the building. What's up, Eric? Eric, man, Thursday, I'm doing a Mortal Kombat day, where my streams are going to be only Mortal Kombat. So I know you found the channel because of Mortal Kombat. So make sure you show up on Thursday, man. It's going to be dope. Cowboy, you're only slightly taller than that guy, and he's got more muscles. Hey, you know what, Holtz? Hey, Nikki, don't laugh at that. How exactly do you place him in a weight class? I mean, all right, so check this out, guys. Now, here's a story for you. Would you guys, hey, Jers, I know what you're going to say.
Yo.
Would you guys have been a part of this? Like, check it out.
There's nothing you can do, man. Until you call police.
Oh, I saw this.
There's nothing you can do, man. Until the police come on.
This is a seat.
Hey, don't. Hey, there's nothing you can do, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Oh, they tired of it, man.
Whooping his ass down. That's called whooping your ass. That's called whooping your ass. God damn.
I mean, what the heck is he stealing? Advil?
No, it looks like cigarettes.
Just whatever
Oh.
was on the shelf. He was throwing it.
What is wrong with him, man?
I don't
Let me
know why
ask you
people
this.
feel like they could just go in there and steal stuff. Like it's okay. I could just do this. Like, no, you can't.
Yeah, people are.
So let me ask you guys this. Oh, what's up, Rude Diggs? Would you guys be a part of that? Like, would you have beat him?
Publicly,
I know
Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah, I would have. What do you mean? If that was me behind that counter working or owning it, bro, I would slam him down, punch him in his face, wait till the cops come. That's simple as that. Like, what are you doing in my store? That's your livelihood, man. That's your business. Like, come on.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think that was aggressive? Did they have to beat him like that?
No, not that many times. I think once.
They weren't even hitting him hard.
Bugging. Go ahead, FK, lay on the ground. Let me hit you that hard. Let's see what happens. I mean, let's see how hard. You know what I mean? Like, it's not
But I
hard
mean,
enough,
they were like, "Oh, you're slapping his ass, slapping his."
Yo,
Like, that's
hey,
not big enough. That's not big enough.
Hold on. Hey, uncompetitive. You see, my man was getting those kneecaps. I was afraid of that. Them kneecaps was getting tore up.
Yeah, okay. They could have broken his kneecap, but you'd have to hit it really, really hard. So it's probably going to have a limp from the synovial fluid around the kneecap being inflamed. And that will get better in a couple of months, right?
In a couple of months.
It might need some physiotherapy like you've had, right? But what they didn't do is they didn't seem to be hitting him on his head or like upper back, right? If you were to hit him in the middle of his spine, you could, cause nerve damage and you could paralyze him.
You
So
know what
it's
it was?
like, if you're in that situation, you want to whack someone, whack their legs.
Well, you know,
right?
uncompetitive. It's like when you was a kid and your mom gave you a beating.
Yeah.
Like that was it, really. You keep trying to squirm, she's gonna tear that butt up, the legs up. You know, you was all right.
Yeah, I
But
mean, this
look-
is the thing about a street fight, that if you start getting into a street fight and people start hitting you around the head, I mean, it's very, very serious. And no one should really be hitting each other in the head. There's lots of other places that you can injure
you're right.
someone and take out your vengeance against whatever they've done.
Yeah.
That are like body shots or hitting their legs or whatever.
Well,
But
I know
hitting them in the
when
head, you could kill them, and that's you're going to go to prison for that. You know.
Well, when I
So-
meet Sour Blow, that's what's gonna be called a sour blow. I'm gonna tear them legs up. Sour. But Jeremy said so. He said he threatened to pull a gun. I didn't even realize he said he threatened.
Oh
to pull a
right,
gun.
did he? Well,
Yeah,
it's
so I
a
was
problem
laughing.
that I think it was California, wasn't it? And it's a problem that they have allowed to happen by saying that it's okay to steal stuff from stores up to a certain limit of, I think it's $950 or something. Is that right? And as if it's under a certain amount, they don't prosecute. So Walgreens will have people coming in and just like take stuff off the things into one of these tubs or into a handbag or something, and they'll just run out with it. And they'll be like, well, we've been told by our, top management that if we intervene and we get in a fight, we're not covered and insured. So we should just let them take stuff. And then there was a video that was also online that was like this week. And it was a Bloomingdale's in a mall. And these people came in and they ran out with Gucci bags. Now, each of those Gucci bags is like $2,000, right? So the amount of money they must have taken is just crazy. But all the security was there and the staff, and they stood completely aside and were like, we're having none of this.
Yeah, I saw that video.
That's wild, man.
I feel like the law is kind of like allowing, allowing all this to happen, and slowly it's becoming worse and worse each time because, I mean, you're basically teaching people like by allowing them to do this, so they're going to continue to do it.
Yeah, this is Brooklyn, which is in New York, which is where that riot to the PS5.
We're getting to that, yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. All right, so let me ask you guys this one. So now we're gonna get into a little bit of a conversation right now, and I would need you guys to participate and actually give me good answers. All right, so bam, let's hear it. So, hey, who's sound like they're at the casino right now?
It sounds like Sourbush playing that old school football game, the one with all the crazy sounds.
Hey, Sarah, are you in a casino right now?
It's my kid. I got a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old.
How old are your kids, man?
2, the youngest, and then 7, the oldest.
Oh, that's cute, man. That's cute. All right, so check this out. Choose only one pill. So the red pill, you could be rich. The blue pill, you could bring someone back from the dead. The what is that, gold? Yellow pill, never.
Yellow.
And the black pill, never catch a disease. Now I know FCAT using the black pill because he live in Louisiana, so we know. Mardi Gras. He's like, hey.
I'm going with the black one.
You want the black one, Jers?
Yep.
And why? Tell us why.
Because I can always make money. Everybody who's dead doesn't want to come back. You know what I mean? Never feel pain. We're always going to feel pain. I'd rather never catch a disease and just live happy and healthy. You know what I mean?
And I would consider cancer too. Cancer. Yeah. Think of the two of the craziest things you could get, right? Cancer and Alzheimer's disease.
Yo, so yeah, you would be cancer. Yo, did you see that about Rome Rush, bro?
No, about who?
Rome. Do you know who Rome Rush is? You ever hear of him?
Yeah, I heard the name.
Yeah, he has stage 4 cancer, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Crazy.
Well, there you go. That's a good answer. What about you, Sandy?
I'm taking the red pill.
Okay, and why?
Because I want to live a happy life and have all the money to travel around the world.
Okay. That was a good one. What about you on competitive?
Well, I mean, it's more interesting to say why not the other ones. Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Switch it up.
If you say never feel pain and you take that one, then you hurt yourself all the time, but you don't feel that you've hurt yourself. Is that really a good idea? You trap your hand in the car door, but you don't realize you have, and the car drives off. So you never screamed when the car was about to drive off.
I love this guy, man.
Right? So like that, I think you do not want to have it be that you give up your pain response. Because
I feel like that would be good. Like
on the stove, and your hand is on the stove like this, it's just smoking away. And you're like, well, whenever this grill heats up, I'll start using it. And then you smell your hand cooking. So
who had that pill? The guy that was stealing the cigarettes.
Yes, exactly. It'd be nice if you could say, I don't want to feel pain for now, right? And then it comes back later because you're hurting. So if you could have it come and go, but none of these things have any kind of control over it, do they? So, like, if you say, for example, bring someone dead back, I might say, well, I can bring my mother back, right, who died. But then, do I want to do that? Because if I had brought her back, she would have then had COVID, most likely, right? Because she died a year before COVID hit everywhere. So it's like, in a way, she was spared from having to go through COVID. So I'm thinking it's probably just as well that she died when she did, right? And she told me when she was dying that she said, I've had enough, I'm ready now, right? So to kind of like say, no, for me, I want to have her around again, and I bring her back, and I'll assume that she's not like a zombie, and it's not like one of those cat's paw things where they say, well, you didn't say how they were going to be when they come back from the dead, right? You just said they wanted them, someone dead back. That doesn't say that they're going to be full and healthy and not in pain from whatever they're
But let me
dying
read
from,
this.
does it?
But hold up, let me interject. So look at
Right.
what Jeremy just wrote. Jeremy said, my youngest daughter died on his birthday in 2016.
Yeah.
Blue pill all day for him.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I can see that. I mean, if it's accidental,
But then
if you have a
you might
threat,
run
then,
into like a pet cemetery kind of thing.
well, no, I'm saying, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying that for the people that I have in my life who have died, the one that's like top of mind for all of that is my mother, and I wouldn't be bringing her back.
Okay. All right, come on, moving along, uncompetitive. So where are we going with this?
Never catch a disease. You've got to die of something.
Okay.
Right? We're all mortal. And if you don't, like, you can die of a heart attack. Then if you live past that, you end up having cancer. That's what happened with my father. He had a heart attack. He had a triple bypass. Then he had cancer. And then he died after that. There was another lady who was a neighbor. She had both of those things, got treated for both of those, and then she had dementia. And I spoke to her sister and I said, in a way, it would have been better if she died from one of the other things she had earlier, right? Because it's like, you're just postponing what you're going to then die of something else later that's worse. And she agreed with me. I thought she might get upset with me, but she agreed. So I take being rich, although I'm okay for money, but I wouldn't mind more.
Yo, man, I love the way you got here. But all right, so all right, so I agree. I won't go elaborate as you, but I'll say this personally. I don't care to not feel pain unless I'm gonna be like work at a circus or something like that. That's so extreme, right? Unless I'm be an X-Man, I'm trying to be a superhero stunt man, right? Other than that, I don't care to not feel pain. Never catch a disease is a really good. That's my second, because I actually sometimes get afraid of I might have Alzheimer's. Sometimes I'll be like, man, like a word I'll be thinking of, and I get to see the picture or something. I don't know, that sometimes that scares me. But I think also that's a cool thing with my YouTube channel. I'll at least she'll be like, oh, I can't remember nothing. She'll show me so many vlogs I made, and I'm hoping stuff will click. But the blue pill, I'll say this. There's you guys see my new intro. I actually put rest in peace to 2 people in there. And my one friend was really, really close to me, died in 20. I try to not even think about it. But anyway, he passed away a few years ago. He was only 45. But even that, he had one of his legs amputated. He was just getting better, had a trachea. He wasn't out of the woods yet. So it's kind of like, who would have known if he would have passed away later, down the road. And then my other friend was literally just 50. He died 3 weeks ago, just random, right? So I don't, who would have known if later on, blah, blah, blah. So I think of like my grandma, she's older, obviously, my grandfather. So for me, selfishly, I'm going to take the red pill, because I would hate if I used the blue pill and somebody who died or brought back and they died anyway, right? The disease thing is cool. It's almost a fail safe from any crazy stuff. But I'll take my chances with the red pill, because I'm 47 now, right? I got a little bit of more life to live unless I die next year. I always say I'm either die or move to Florida. One of them is going to happen before the other. And so, but I'll take the money. And even if I died and my wife get the money and she could live out, blah blah blah. So that's what I would do.
Listen, you might die in a sinkhole when you get
yo, you know what? I mean,
it's a possibility.
You still get the money, so
there's no point paying for sinkhole insurance in Florida because who collects it?
Yeah, right. Like everybody just went down in the sinkhole. Who are we giving the money to?
Yeah.
Hold on, which one of you guys didn't get the answer?
Oh, I didn't, but I would go with the red pill too. Not only because of course, things that I would love to do with the money, but also like you said, if I pass away, I have kids,
Right.
I got to think about them, and they will kind of be secured, and then the other ones, never feel pain, like you said. That one is kind of like the one that makes less sense. Bring someone back, like, the closest person that has passed away around me is really my grandmother.
Okay.
And, I feel that, it would be nice to bring her back, but at the same time, I used to spend a lot of time with her. So I guess at the same time, those good memories that I have for her, I'm fine. And then never catch a disease is probably, the closest one, because that, of course, that would be nice. But then, if you could be rich at the same time, you can better, like, you have more time because, with money, you can kind of like do exercise, do different things that you probably don't have time now to do, to kind of like better, kind of like give yourself a better treatment. But then you have the safe side that if you do it, when you do eventually die, your kids, your family, they're gonna have the money there. So,
I like it.
Listen, not to be funny, but to be funny. So when I first read the 4 options, right? I'm looking at the black pill. I'm like, never catch a disease. What, like sexual?
I mean that too. That too.
That's where my mind went. Yeah,
No, that too.
I'm wired a little different. So yeah, that's where my mind went with that one. I didn't think about the other stuff first. I thought about that after.
Yeah, that too.
What happened?
So let me do this. I want to read some of the chat stuff. So that PlayStation Gamer said the red pill. Jeremy said it ain't me. LOL. I'm off tonight. Oh wait. Let's see. That PlayStation Gamer said the yellow pill is useless, and so is the blue and black pill.
So
Okay.
my answer.
Oh.
Y'all ready for my answer? Y'all already know it's gonna be that black pill.
I told you that already. You live in Louisiana.
It's gonna be that.
Already know.
It's gonna be that black pill. I'm gonna get so much pootie.
Black pill from what I thought.
I said that's what I said. I literally said that first. I said that the first thing I said. Yo, FCAT is wilding, but hey.
But what I was gonna say is the yellow pill. Nikki said she would take that one because she has like health issues.
Okay.
So like she has chronic pain. So I think maybe like people with like pain like that, they would want that pill.
Arthritis or something.
Yeah.
My grandma, she used to say arthritis was like the worst thing she ever had. She was like, she wouldn't wish it on her worst enemy. So she had it. She had chronic arthritis really bad. So Holt said black one. Miss Urban said he know the loophole of being rich. Hold on, I'm gonna skip to that.
Don't need to be rich.
Yeah, he said
would take the blue because of the
See, I'm worried about that blue one though. Like that would, like I said, that would probably cause like some Pet Cemetery stuff. Y'all ever seen Pet Cemetery?
Yo,
if you bring somebody back,
that would be wild. Like, yeah, you brought him back, all right. Just like the Twilight Zone. Rudy said you could cure most types of cancer. Can you now? I don't know. I think a lot of people dying from cancer.
Hey,
let me see. Now this is the saddest thing I heard this whole
cannabis.
Jeremy said my youngest daughter died on my birthday in 2016. Blue pill for me all day. That is I get it, man. Let me see. I saw that Run Rush thing. Let me see.
Yeah, the black one, you won't catch COVID.
Yep.
Well, guess what? I caught COVID, but I didn't. I had COVID twice, but I was asymptomatic. So
I've had it 3 times. So
hate not to feel pain, but my body and my mind still falling apart. Oh, I get it. If he can't feel pain, but let's say he's getting older and like, wow, that's deep. Or look, me, I can't feel pain, but that don't mean I wouldn't have still tore my supraspinatus. That'd suck. I guess
you'd aggravate it, wouldn't you? You'd injure yourself. It'd have no pain. It'd get worse and worse and worse because you wouldn't know.
Yeah, I might end up having to get my arm amputated.
Mm.
Always said, "Red, let's go. I gotta die, and I got." He said,
I got bills to pay now.
Yeah.
Give me that red one.
Let me see. All right, let's do that. I just want to read everybody's thing who said a response. Let me see. I seen Purple came in the building. Mister said, "I feel loopholes give me the rich lifestyle, and natural remedies can combat disease. So it would be the blue pill and the yellow pill." Okay, fair enough. Let me see. I just want to get to you guys. Let me see. Okay, Cowboy and Mrs. Cowboy, I have to go. Hey, DJ Grom, man, have fun putting in your rubber teeth. I know it's going to be a great show, man. Good stuff. Let's see. Just want to get down there. Let's see. Feel no pain.
Actually, out of the four, the only one that we haven't mentioned this, but the only one that you could actually be, the one that could come true is be rich. None of the other ones are happening. None of the other three are happening. The possibility of you becoming rich could happen.
Yeah, true.
The other three couldn't happen, could they?
That's true, but so you definitely could be rich, but people who are rich is 1% of the planet. So I mean, the probability is.
Listen, you could bring someone back from the dead. Just create a clone.
For the black
now, wealthy is now. Listen, wealthy is a different story. So it's a difference between wealthy and rich. Wealthy means you have enough money that your bills are covered, right? And you don't have to worry about it. You could go on vacation and do stuff, right? But rich is where you just you'll die and you'll still have money, you know, unless you just give it away.
Cowboy, I showed you the clips in Discord.
Okay, I've got an idea. Right, you're crossing the road, right, and you've swallowed the blue pill and the yellow pill and the black pill, and you see a loved one come back from the dead, and they're a ghost, and you're so scared you get run over by a bus, and the accidents means that you never catch a disease. You died by accident, so you didn't die of anything else, and then it was instantaneous death, so you never felt pain.
Right.
Like,
you know what? One day I will want to switch these up and make my own, because I'll make one like you'll be immortal, like you can't die at all. I know that bothers some people because they feel like they don't want to live and watch all their loved ones die. Damn. Purple said Sour Blow isn't on her level, but Purple came in. Hold on, what did she say? She said she would get the blue pill. Okay, blue pill. That's cool. That's cool, Purple. Let me see, Cowboy, you have it backwards. Wealthy is above being rich. I don't look at it like that. Wealthy is the money you could pass down for generations.
True that. True that.
I don't know.
True that.
Right, let me pull up what. So, guys, Jer's got something I'm going to pull up. So, I'm going to go to Discord. You guys want me to pull up stuff? Send it to the Discord, and I'll pull them up. Let me see. All right, so Jers, we're gonna play this clip right here. And mind you, I have no clue what this is even about. So
you guys might have seen this stuff already, but
I'm just warning you guys. You guys think Jers is nice. He got a sick humor because he lives in New Jersey. So
nah, it's not funny this time.
Okay, all right. So all right, so check it out. Bam. Narrate this a little bit. I know she's telling her thing. I'm gonna skip to when they're showing it, but narrate a little bit. So I heard of the Phoenix Lights, but tell everybody about it.
Yeah, so back like in March 1997 in Phoenix, Arizona. This woman was actually outside. She's seen these lights over the horizon. She didn't think nothing of it. What is it, like the air base close to that area? And she thought they were just doing activities or whatever. But it was kind of weird because it was getting closer and closer and actually flew over her house. And for some reason, I heard that they took some video footage of it, but they kind of took it. So, and people who said they seen it kind of almost see through it. They saw it through. It was almost invisible, but not invisible. It was like kind of weird. But yeah, this thing was like almost a mile wide. Just silent as hell. Probably like, I would say 200 feet off the ground, 500 feet off the ground. It was just gliding. And it was creepy, man.
Yeah. I seen a episode of Destination Truth about it, and they kind of recreated it.
It was nutty, wasn't
Really?
it? You know
What
what's
did they
crazy?
do?
The second, but
They shot like these things into the sky, like kind of like flares or whatever.
yeah, they shot flares and they say, yeah, let's try to like analyze this. It wasn't flares, man. You can clearly see it was not flares. It was just a steady, like in a line, the straightest line you can tell, and it wasn't no flares, man. It was just, it really wasn't.
Yeah, well,
It was gliding, right? Like it wasn't like a flare. Just kind
yeah,
of
flares wouldn't be able to do that.
Right.
Nope. And the second clip is Kurt Russell. What he had to say is kind of interesting.
Oh, okay. Let me play a little bit more of this.
I think they did balloons too.
Gray object at low.
Yeah, at the very end. All right, so that's deep. That's wild, yours. And I'll play this one. But go ahead, FCAT. I know you want to talk a little bit.
No, I said that thing looked like the thing from Nope, the movie Nope.
I mean, the Nope thing looked like a spaceship, like a straight up
It
spaceship.
was like a cloud spaceship.
Yeah. To the end, until the
But
end,
like
where
the same shape.
They lost all the budget for the movie. They spent like $10 for the last bit of it. It's terrible.
No, I thought that film was good.
Yeah, no. Listen, she didn't like it. I thought the film was good, but uncompetitive.
It was so
Now
boring.
I don't want to ruin it. I thought it was a cool ideal. It's hiding in the clouds, right? You know what the ship really is, right? Cool. But at the very end, when you see what it really looked like, bro, that was probably one of the worst. Like,
It looked like a hot air balloon or something.
it looked like
just
it looked like a napkin or something.
It
Like
was weird
It was like
looking.
they cost $10 for that special effects at the end of the movie. They was like, listen, we don't ran out of budget, but hold on, I got this.
I got this paper bag.
Hey, yeah, that was really bad. But other than that,
the problem with that film was the trailer. It gave way too much away.
the problem with that film was the last 10 minutes when the thing looked like this. When the thing looked like this.
It's kind of like the Titan series. The Titan series, it looked like they spent all their budgets on Robin suit.
I'm telling
and then
you,
everyone else had like cosplay.
I thought you were talking about the part where he's turning the thing, and it's at the end.
Yeah, I'm talking about the very end where it actually shows what
When he's taking the picture of it with the old school picture thing. Yeah.
Well,
when the
very
filmmaker
end-
gets taken up inside, the bit where he's inside didn't look any good. That was a negative. And when they had War of the Worlds and they go up inside one of those, it's a lot better. So don't they go up with some grenades and then they take them out with grenades inside?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that film had lots of money spent on it. So
Yeah, that was Spielberg.
That movie sucked.
Have you guys seen the whole story with the 3 women that saw an actual being supposedly from another planet that
In
I
their
guess it was
backyard?
hurt? It was in Brazil or something like that. And
no.
supposedly,
Nah.
yeah, there's a whole story on it. Supposedly they went and picked it up. They took it to like the hospital, and there's a whole like stuff on that. That's kind of.
Oh, we gotta look that up. That sounds crazy. All right, let's listen to Kurt Russell's story real quick.
Story that your son Oliver told me.
You can
when
fast
he's
forward like a
here,
minute.
around
He's going to talk about his
Halloween,
son
because
a little bit.
Okay.
Afterwards, he said, "Your punishment is."
I do, but it happened. I remember I mean, he and his friends were out. I think they were, firing at each
Going a
other.
little bit.
And they hit a couple of cars in between, and they got called in, and I had to go. You're the dad. You got to come down on him.
Up in a neighbor's car. Your son that I want to ask you about because I don't know
Right
the
here.
details on this story, but you guys saw a UFO. True?
Oh, you're talking about yeah, it is
In a
true.
plane, right?
Yeah. Well, Goldie had an experience. She wrote about it in her book. But anyway, so she's not just a firm believer. She had an experience. So one time, Oliver, I was flying. It was in.
You still hitting Goldie?
Kind of like I just a couple of years earlier.
Him and
learned to
Goldie
fly,
been
so I was
together
still in a
forever.
period in my life where any excuse to fly would do. He wanted to go to Phoenix to see a friend. And I said, sure, I'll fly.
Oh, really? Okay.
So we flew to.
My dad wouldn't drive over the wall, by the way. Maybe bowling. That was it.
So we're going into Phoenix, and I think it was Sky Harbor, and there's these bank of lights, 6 lights, in the shape of a triangle going back, right over the airport. And I'm looking at them as I'm coming in. I'm, on the horn talking to them, and I'm coming in. And I'm not saying anything about it because I'm kind of confused by it, but I can't tell if this is going to be an issue or not with landing. And Oliver said, hey, Pa, what are those lights? And I said, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they are. And so anyway, I called up the tower and I said, what are you guys painting tonight over the airport? And they said, we're not showing anything. What are you seeing? I said, well, there's 6 lights in a row. And they said, do you want to report this? And I said, look, I can't identify it. It's flying and it's 6 objects. So that's what it is, right? So we landed. I dropped him off, flew home. Years later, I come home, and Goldie's watching this show on UFOs. And the most reported one of all time was this one in Phoenix. And I'm watching, I start to see this show, and I said,
the one that you just put the clip
wait a
up
minute.
with.
That's the night Ollie and I were landing in Phoenix. I remember that. And I said, wait a minute, I've got it in my logbook. So I went to my logbook, and I didn't mention anything about the reporting the UFO, but my flight was logged. So I said, yeah, and on the show they talked about 20,000 people reporting it and only one general aviation pilot. And I said, that's me.
Wow.
Yeah, that was him.
So the weirdest part of that to me,
That's
though,
crazy.
was I'd never thought about it from the time I landed until I saw that TV show. And when I saw Oliver the next day, he hadn't either.
Really?
I thought that was kind of bizarre.
That's when you know you have an interesting life, when you go like, yeah, UFO.
Wow, that's deep. Hey, Jers, thanks, man. That's a good one, man.
That was cool how they went together.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Let me see.
That's
Wait, Kirk
interesting.
flies planes. What movie? Oh, wait. Tell them what movie you guys were talking about. We were talking about Nope, but then Uncompetitive.
Yeah,
you
we were
mentioned
talking about Nope. Oh, War of the World.
Oh,
Yeah,
War of the World. Okay.
War of the
gotcha.
World, yes. Yeah. Only because there's 2 sequences in both films. That
Well, when he was saying Goldie, he meant Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, Goldie Hawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stargate.
Stargate is a damn good movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn! Did I close my thing?
I wonder whatever happened to the game for that. There was supposed to be a game
What game?
for Stargate.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost in.
Apparently they might be bringing it back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
All right, so let me get into this real quick. This was something that was kind of a big deal, right? And I didn't get a chance to get into it, but this is something that happened a week ago. So check this out, guys. What do you guys think about this? Also, any you guys listening, is the echo, like, I know it must be a little bit of echo, but no one said echo yet, so I'm assuming it's
There was
fine.
echo when you were playing the video, but it wasn't too bad.
When you were playing the video.
We could hear the video
Okay,
fine.
cool. Yeah, because what happens is because my wife is here, I will put the thing in my ear. So as long as I can hear it in my ear, I could then it won't echo. But because I'm blah blah blah. But if it's not that bad, cool. All right, so check this out. What are you guys' thoughts about this? George, you might have heard of this story. So Lizzo, the artist, she's a bigger girl.
God.
And she brought in a whole, hey, big girls could do it too. So she's known for walking around with lingerie on and whatever, and she's a bigger girl. So she has dancers that's actually suing her because she was treating them differently. The one girl on the left, she gained a little bit of weight. So she said she was being threatened to be fired because she gained weight. And some crazy stories. They went to I think the UK, and they went to like a brothel or some crazy stuff, and like
strip club.
It was some crazy sex acts, and they didn't want to be a part of it, but they had to.
Something to do with bananas.
Yeah, putting bananas in.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on here?
Yeah. So anyway,
I heard about this, but I'm like,
yeah. So I'm gonna play some of it. So check this out.
These demands or suggestions made by Lizzo, as you say, were they direct, where they said, I really want you to do it? Or was it more, I'm afraid if I don't, I might get fired?
Yeah, I think for both of us, there was like this always looming feeling of thinking that if you didn't do something or you didn't adhere to certain suggestions or demands, that your job could be in jeopardy. I mean, there have been specific instances, for example, whenever we were in contact with our agents and we were trying to negotiate receiving a retainer while we were working with the team, things kind of started being more tense in the work environment, more hostile. So right off the bat, we kind of already felt like the energy was shifting. And after negotiations for retainers began, we got an email before one of the shows, basically from somebody from her management team, saying that the way that we have been acting was unprofessional and the attitudes that we were exhibiting on the job was unacceptable, and that it could be grounds for termination. And that's just one specific instance that we went through in regards to working with the team.
There is so many instances where dancers who did, have fun with her and, go along with like what she was doing and, be down for anything, that they were favored, they were hired for more shows, they were invited on, like private jets and to do cool things and, could hang out with her in like tropical settings like Hawaii and stuff like that. Some of our coworkers, it's just like there was no line between professionalism and personal. And so we had in our minds that if we weren't, down for anything, that we would then be ostracized later. It was this unspoken thing in the camp that if you weren't super fun, like if you like skipped out on all of the like outings and all that stuff, that you wouldn't be seen in good favor from Lizzo, and that you would then not be considered like one of the people that
Let me try to
like
skip up
cool
and
and
find
down for anything, and then
crazy
therefore
story.
not be booked.
That there was some kind of a dispute over a retainer. When you parted company with Lizzo, was it just quit? How did?
For me, my situation was a little bit different than Ari's. There was a meeting that Lizzo had. It was all of our meetings were pretty, and he wasn't pleased with the intense re-audition that which she then brought up the allegations of us drinking before shows. We never, and days later,
termination is that I had felt for a really long time that they were questioning my abilities due to weight gain. It was never explicitly said, hey, you're gaining weight, your job is in jeopardy. It was never that. It was very nuanced. It was very under the rug. And I think that language was used to.
Let me skip up a little bit. So she's pretty much going to say she had an eating disorder, and then they was like, oh, never, But I'm gonna find
at
that.
South by Southwest, noticeably having gained weight. There was my demeanor was she stated as well that dancers get fired for, and I still don't know if she really meant to single me out in that moment. But when she looked at me and she said that, I was kind of like, so she's really concerned about my weight. And then when we had that private meeting, when I was kind of cornered, they kind of wouldn't let me get away with not telling them something personal. So, and a reason why something was wrong with me. So I ended up telling them that I struggle with, anxiety and depression. And
all right.
It sounds like nothing was directly said that they were going to lose their job.
All right. So Uncompetitive gave me this.
That's just the BBC, and it's reporting Lizzo's side of things. And she's basically she's basically saying, it's not true, and that's it, really.
Definitely is no DSLs in that one. Say that much.
And she's like saying it's ridiculous, it's preposterous, and I wouldn't normally comment, but it's got so bad. All the attention on this, I thought I'd have to come out and say it's not true, and
yeah. So I mean, it's just pretty much some back and forth. Here she is, Mr. Urban World. You said you didn't know who Lizzo was.
There's another photo of the lineup, and you can see
the
further down, and it's like all the dancers behind her. They've all got turquoise hair, and they've got fitted clothes. So if you put on weight, you're going to have a new costume, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, the thing is, I look at this and I think, well, it's supposed to be body positivity, loving yourself regardless of the size. But realistically, if you're going to be, dancing on stage, you've got to be healthy enough to be able to move around without it impacting your ankles and causing yourself problems over a long tour, right? And they've got health and safety issues as well. So
I've seen some bigger people doing backflips and all that stuff. So
yeah, I'm not saying that the stage is going to collapse under their weight or anything like that, but I just think that you kind of want your backup singers to be kind of smaller than you, even though they're fat, and they are at the moment, right? Lizzo's bigger than they are, and they're all roughly the same size. So if they have one of them put on a lot of weight and get bigger than Lizzo, they're going to draw the audience's attention to that one being the fattest one on stage. Now that
makes sense.
I mean, that might be off-brand, for what she wants. It's a kind of navigating a weird kind of territory, a weird kind of line between like saying we want to be inclusive and fat positive, but then actually, if you were to take it too far, what happens is she get wheeled in a wheelbarrow, and she's really monstrously overweight and singing from the wheelbarrow.
All right, so
I mean, like someone who's a shut-in and they have to cut down the wall to get them out, take them to hospital, that sort of thing. And she's that fat, but she can still sing as well as she can sing, and she's got the flute, got the flute and everything. And it's like, but being fat's great, and it's not going to harm you at all, and all of those lies are still being spread, and it's like, come on, So what it is, I see it as like a virtue signal. It's like, they're not actually serious about fat inclusion.
Yeah.
If they were, they would be like super morbidly obese people would be included, wouldn't they?
Yeah. All right, so check this story out. This is just a quick one right here, guys. This is kind of wild. So, is this one of those things where somebody took it too far? You see like stuff on TV. Check it out. Boy, an 8-year-old boy let a black widow bite him because he wanted to become Spider-Man.
Okay.
What? Yep, you need a radioactive spider for that.
Yeah, the wrong spider. Yeah. So 8-year-old boy allowed a black widow to bite him because he wanted to be Spider-Man, according to health authorities. Now, if any Xbox fans are out there, should Sony be sued? So the incident occurred in the town of, I can't say that, located in the landlocked South American native of Bolivia. Spanish news. So yeah, this was in South America, right? So black widow spiders are, well, we already know about black widow spiders, but anyway, look at that. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Kid let a black widow bite him.
I didn't know they were in Jersey. I had no idea they lived in Jersey.
That's crazy. I'm gonna jump in real quick on this one.
Okay.
So I personally think that this, in a way, it also like, I feel like this goes a little bit on the parents, because I feel like the parents should be able to, like, for example, I have a 7-year-old, and every so often, even though he's a kid, I would sit down with him and I would explain different things, that I let him watch. Like, he likes watching and playing things that sometimes maybe is not for his age, but I allow him because he's smart enough to, make the difference, what's real, what's not real. And I also, sit down with him and, kind of explain to him, like, this is a game, this is a movie, this is not real, you can't do this type of stuff. So, the kid is a kid. He sees that, and, he might believe that certain elements of that is true because, Peter Parker is a photographer, or like, you know, it has certain elements of real life, and you know, it might resonate to him that, you know, maybe this could be true, and that's probably why he tried it. But maybe he had a better relationship with the parents, and the parents would explain to him, listen, Spider-Man, it's not a real, you know, you can't really be Spider-Man. I feel like that would have helped the situation.
Yeah, honestly, I'm with you.
I
It's all
would
about
go back.
parenting.
Yeah, I would go back and like kind of like what Sour is saying, like with like Stan Lee's like overall vision, general vision of what Spider-Man is, what he stands for, and you know, stuff like that.
You guys are trying to get a little too listen, you tell my kid, don't do nothing stupid, like, you know, goddamn spider bite you. That's a cartoon, idiot. Like, y'all try. FCAT's like, well, I will break down why Stan Lee decided to make. Man, shut the hell up. Yeah, hey, do something stupid like that, you gonna get this belt like that guy in New York. See what happened to that guy in New York?
You gonna get beat with the stick.
All right, you're gonna get beat with a stick. I'm gonna tear them kneecaps up. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it comes down to parenting. I mean, you stole the show with that one, Sour Blue. Like, at the end of the day, your kids, you know, all parents.
So it's funny when you pulled up the article and you read it's an 8-year-old boy,
Right.
Black Widow spider bite him or whatever. I'm thinking like, yo, where the hell's this kid's parents? That's the first thing that came to mind. I'm like,
You know-
where's his parents?
you know what's
Because
crazy?
Who didn't explain to this kid that that's make believe?
And look,
Like,
here's
come
what's
on.
crazy. Out of all spiders, it ended up being a Black Widow. Like, it could have been like a regular little spider. Like, man, he lucky it wasn't a brown recluse.
Right, because he'd be dead right now.
But yeah, that is kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, kids, you know, kids. I watched wrestling, and there was a bunch of wrestling moves where they got rid of because kids was trying it, and then eventually brought them back. Like, for instance, Seth Rollins' special move used to be called the curb stomp. They got rid of it for like a year. They brought it back, and then they just called it the stomp. But yeah, because, you know, people was getting hurt, and it's just like, yeah, parenting. Like, you can't stop everything because kids are impressionable. That's the parents. Like, yo, parent your kid, you know. But also, I want to say, you guys are wilding in the chat. I got a chance to scroll through the chat talking about cauliflower legs, banana sucking lips, and Holtz. I can't like tell you, I can't play any of her songs, but I know for a fact you've heard her songs. Like, what's the one song? I got my head down. I'm probably not doing a good idea. What's Lizzo's song?
You got your head down?
I don't know how it goes, but you know, the one that was on TikTok, that little part that was on TikTok that everybody was. All right. Anyway, Holtz, I'll send you some videos. But yeah, I mean, this thing is kind of crazy. Hold up, guys. So hold on, I want to pull up.
I posted something else. I posted something else you might like.
Oh, did you? All right, hold up. Let me just. That's funny. I'm not really gonna cover this, but I just want to.
I like Ron's comment. I like Ron's comment.
All right, hold on. Let me see Ron's comment, but I gotta find 158. All right. So hold up. Let me see what my man Amazon Ron said. He said, "Man jumps into a sewage plant container to become toxic offender."
Oh my God, that's awful.
So listen,
I'm
not really gonna get into this video, but it was one part of the video was just funny, and I never heard this acronym, but somebody made an acronym for NASA. So I want y'all to just hear what he says. I was cracking up.
As old as our star, Bob Dean said at Barcelona Exopolitics Summit. On July 25, 2009, he released a set of photographs that he claimed had been in NASA archives for a long time, but the agency did not want the world to see them. Mocking NASA acronym, calling it never a straight answer. Mr. Dean in anguish said that the agency...
He said, NASA, never a straight answer. Like, if the aliens are real, wouldn't NASA, of all companies, like, they should have the most footage on aliens, period. He said, never a straight answer. I'm sorry, I just thought that was funny. I was watching that video, and I was like, the video was like, you know, nothing too special. But that was funny. All right, guys, so let's do this. So you guys heard what happened recently. We got two crazy things that happened recently, but one crazy thing that happened a little bit ago was this. So luckily, not luckily, sorry, it would have been better if an Xbox was being given away, because unfortunately all these people got, you know, injured and hurt because they was trying to get the illustrious PlayStation 5. So influencer charged after chaos erupts in New York City.
Hello, I'm Kana Whitworth, and we are covering some breaking news this afternoon out of New York City. It's utter mayhem right now as thousands of people have flooded the streets of Union Square. People are even climbing on top of the subway station. The crowd is so thick. There you see a vehicle leaving right now, and this is part of the reason why this all started. It was sparked. Oh, you see people just fell right off that car right into the street. This was all sparked by a Twitch streamer, a very popular social media influencer who announced a free video game giveaway, promising free PlayStation 5 consoles and other things. Millions of followers. Person has millions.
Hold up, real quick. Would this had happened if he was giving away Xbox Series X's?
Yeah, because people are still stupid.
There'd be tumbleweeds in the streets.
People line up to get.
I don't think so. I think if it was the Xbox Series X, it'd have been like 3 people there.
You think that you don't like Xbox? But there's plenty of people in the world that will.
Hey, Jers, tell her, bro. She don't. It'd have been like
Series S.
Hey, Jers, it'd have been like 3 people there.
Nah, it's not, bro.
What if he was giving away Stadia? What if he was giving away Stadia?
Oh man.
Like old Stadia Chromecast and controllers that don't even work.
I bet you if you did that, yo, we're giving away a free Stadia. Didn't tell anybody what it was. I bet you a lot of people still would have showed up.
No, he said it. No, he would have said it's a PlayStation 5, but then when everybody shows up, he's handing out Stadia.
Now, Ron said they should have gave away a free copy of Redfall.
Yeah.
Yo, all right. Anyway, let me play this a little bit.
Millions of followers on both platforms. And so what we're going to do right now is we're going to bring you to live coverage in New York of our ABC station there.
It's going to be cars from every precinct in the city coming there. They have to stage first, and they have to get together. Then they have to, at some point, go and disperse the crowd. Now, someone should be on a bullhorn right now dispersing this crowd. I don't know if they're doing that yet, but that's usually what happens. Generally speaking, they'll bring it mounted to aid in that effect, and they'll start diffusing the crowd.
How much of a challenge is it? The next thing you know, you've got getting the freebies. With Floss Bob Boyce, he's on the.
I'm waiting to see what happens to this dude because, like, I think everybody is because, you know, everybody's looking at this like, you know, what does, you know, this versus Trump.
Before it happens, usually there's sneaker giveaways, whatever the case may be, a new product coming out. Generally speaking, we know what's going on.
Product, bro. It's 3 years old. What are you talking about?
Bro, all that for a PlayStation 5.
Bro, it's been out for 3 years, $400, maybe less now. You know, whatever on sale, GameStop used. I mean, like, I think they're just there for him, not PS5.
Nah, they was there for the PS5, bro.
All those people can't afford a PS5, bro. They need to get a job, bro, or something.
Nah, I mean, listen.
They got past it, and so now they have to do that by bringing resources immediately.
Do you think Kai Cenat, considering his posting on social media and
bro, those
urging
dudes got clean
this
clothes on.
gathering here is so large,
so you know they got money,
probably, and not going what appears to be the proper channels, will he be facing charges?
I would doubt the answer. He didn't really create this. It's his ability to bring people together, which is the issue. So it sounds like he's doing this in altruistic fashion, but I don't think there's criminal charges yet. We'll have to take a look further, but it doesn't appear that way to me now.
That's wild. So what do you guys think? Do you guys
so
think?
Yeah, he got charges of inciting a riot.
Well, do you think he should get charges?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Did he have a permit to do it?
I mean, what he expected?
No.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't expect that to happen. But I mean,
he would get inciting a riot, all kind of lawsuits. I mean, come on.
He got $100 gift cards as well. He said, "I agree with Sandy."
While we have, you know, Donald Trump, who also incited a riot, he's about to go to, you know, court or trial or whatever, and he's sitting there threatening the judge and everybody under the sun, and they let him do it.
All those college kids, because they look like college kids and stuff like that, man. Or like, there's definitely some drug dealers in there. I'm just saying that they're wearing $200 sneakers, you know what I mean, $100 hats, probably $400 watches. Like they got money.
But Jers, people like to get stuff for free. Look how
Hey, get
many
outta
people
here.
love Game Pass. You know.
Well, that's what causes the riot. Everybody's there to get something free.
Exactly.
And not everybody can get one.
Listen,
so they go crazy.
Everybody, hear me out. Everybody who's looking at the screen right now, watch this. People love to get things for free. Now look at Sour Blow. He's a Game Pass enthusiast, man.
He's like, what are you talking about?
Well, Game Pass is not really free, but
I mean,
you gotta pay for it still. Is Netflix free?
Nope.
It's not free. But I would say this real quick. Seeing all those young people, like I think Jersey mentioned, it's kind of sad because, like, you know, those are that's the future generation, and you see them like causing all this havoc.
You know what's crazy? They act like it's brand new. Like, yo, it's nowhere to be found. It's still $2,000. Stop it. It's not. I don't know. It's weird energy, man.
Yeah. All right, so we about to get into some stuff. Let me get my Mr. Rogers on real quick.
It's not come across.
Hey, Jers, this is a point in time in the show where gotta take my socks off, guys. Socks. Or yeah, that's what
He reminds you of what's his name? Mr. Rogers, My Neighborhood. Like,
that's what I said. I just said I'm about to get my Mr. Rogers on. All right, so socks are off. All right, so guys. Now, this is the point where I want to put a warning out here. Guys, please don't do this at home. Really?
You might want to put your socks back.
My feet don't stink. Now, listen, guys, do not. Hey, Sarah, what you laughing at, bro? So, listen, don't do this at home. I'm for real.
You shouldn't do that when you have guests.
So, look, I'm going to show. Comparing him to Trump riot. Yo, hold on. Let me get to the chat real quick. I want to say what's up to my man Josh Warren is in the building. Jeremy said they go crazy anyway. People in large groups like to tend to act stupid for the sake of acting stupid. This is true. But if it was Xbox, it would
look at people in concerts. So I went to a concert recently.
I mean, you go to a concert every 2 weeks.
Anyway, not with Christine, the one with Amber, right? We went to a concert. And they gave you like a soda bottle, right? You buy a soda, they give you the soda bottle. They don't give you the lid. You know why they don't give you the lid? Because people throw them at the entertainers.
Oh, wow.
So they don't allow you to have the lids to the sodas anymore. Like certain little things at concerts, they don't allow you to have because people are throwing shit at people.
Wow. Hold up. Listen. Rudik said Kai Cenat did a giveaway with Xbox and Microsoft gift certificates the week before and nobody showed up. yeah, stupid, yo. Man said get Mr. Yeah, I'm doing my Mr. Roger. All right. So anyway, guys, actually, this is one of those stories where now you know not to do this. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't know this. So when I heard the story, I was like, wait, what? So check this out. This is deep. Didn't know this was a thing. Check this out.
His mother of two just died from drinking too much water. 35-year-old Ashley Summers apparently overwhelmed her body while trying to hide.
She ain't have no DSLs. I'm just saying.
Well, it's electrolytes,
summer
isn't it?
heat. It was a hot summer day, and Ashley told her family she felt like she was suffering from dehydration, so she did what most people would do. She grabbed a couple bottles of water, consuming 4 16-ounce bottles in just 20 minutes.
Oh, not
Ashley's
a good
brother
idea.
Devon.
All right, come on, bro. That's a lot.
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, I have something to say because I'm gonna tell you, I work outside in the heat with a long sleeve shirt because I work with electricity and arc flash. We have to protect ourselves. Well, I got pants, I got boots, I got rubber gloves, leather gloves. Like we work with though. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Right. So I get like Wawa. Right. I get like 3 56 ounces of water. If I'm thirsty, I'm chugging a whole 56 ounce. You know what I mean? But that does happen, bro. You can like kind of like almost drown your body in water if you drink too much in a short amount of time.
In 20 minutes, she drank 4 16-ounce bottles. That's wild. In 20 minutes. But check this out.
Says she soon began feeling sick.
She had her head in her hands the whole way home because she just felt so dizzy. And they got home. She started to walk across the garage to go into the house, and she passed out and never regain consciousness after that.
So what does water intoxication do to the body?
When we talk about taking in water, we talk about the fact of how much can your kidneys get rid of that fluid at a normal level. If you drink too much fluid too fast, you're not going to get rid of that fluid. You're holding on to it.
Ashley's death is not an isolated case. This 28-year-old mother of 3 died after drinking too much water in a radio station contest. You can hear her saying she wasn't feeling well.
My head hurts. They keep telling me that it's the water.
Just last month, this 10-year-old boy ended up in the hospital after drinking 6 bottles of water in an hour.
He started getting disoriented and couldn't make a sentence. I mean, couldn't answer us. He couldn't stand up.
I felt like I just passed out on the spot and then I couldn't remember anything.
Now Ashley's brother is speaking out to prevent another family from going through a tragedy.
My warning is yeah.
That's crazy.
You ready?
Did you guys?
You ready?
Did you guys know
You
about
ready?
that?
You
Hold
ready?
on, we're not ready. How could we be ready and we didn't even speak about it?
I seen that a few days ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I got your answer, cowboy.
I have a conspiracy too.
Oh.
I have a conspiracy also. I think it's because it was bottled water. And we don't know what's in bottled water.
You think something was in the water?
Dude, there's all kind of crazy stuff in bottled water.
Yeah, I would add to that. We don't know after the whole chemical thing that happened with the trains. We don't know if the water is a little bit contaminated. What if that's causing it?
That's what I'm saying. I think Rune has
I
a
never
point.
heard of that before in the past. Like,
Right?
This is
How is
kinda
this
new.
like just now like a big thing?
yeah.
Well, we're just hearing about it right now, but apparently they showed a bunch of different stories. So.
Right, but you didn't even hear about those stories until this one happened. Like,
Because you don't watch the
what was
news.
that?
I don't watch the news either. But look what Jeremy said. He said, lady in Seattle, at a radio station, that's probably the one he was talking about, competition called Hold Your Wii for a Wii.
Won her son the Nintendo and died that night or not long after.
And that's wild. Hold your P for a Wii.
What?
Why would you even do that to yourself?
Because so she could win a Wii. What do you think?
That's stupid though. You know how many things could go wrong from holding your pee?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Anybody knows that.
Hold your Wii.
But that's wild. But yeah, it's just a story I seen. So I wanted to bring it up. Yeah, you laughing already?
No, I love that comment.
It's true though. You can never overdose on weed.
No.
You can overdose on the snacks you eat, but
That is true. I mean, people could overdose on Game Pass. Look at Doc. He acting crazy. My man been acting crazy. Something's wrong with him. All right, guys. So I'm gonna bring this up because and I'm gonna bring up a version that my good friend Obi Rose gave me. So we're gonna watch this. And the thing is, I don't want anybody to say anything, right? I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna play a version because everybody's seen this. Everybody in this chat has seen this story, but we're gonna play a different version of the story that my good friend Obi Rose sent to me. We're gonna have a little bit of comedy. So just bear with the commentary, and let's enjoy. So here goes. Oh man, I'm laughing already. This is wild. All right, here we go.
Happening real fucking.
Oh, I see this. This is
Goddamn,
great.
bro. I never thought I'd see this shit happening.
Hold on. Here's the thing. You guys have to listen. So mute yourself if you need to, because you're probably gonna be laughing. And but I want everybody to hear it. So if y'all guys can mute yourself, and I'm gonna play this. So and the mute button is just at the very bottom. You just scroll down, hit the mute button. But it's only 3 minutes 27 seconds. I'm gonna play the whole thing. And here it goes.
Goddamn, bro. I never thought I'd see this shit happen in real fucking life. What the fuck is you talking about? That right there, nigga, straight smoke signal. It's chestnut checkers. Big Buddy had to eat a couple of them, but he got his signal off. He ready to shoot the fade with Larry the Lobster, but he already know he outnumbered. But soon as that hat hit the ground, nigga, every super tough nigga in the area start scrambling. Thank God he got that signal off, because now he getting jumped by the racists. How I know they racist? Because these niggas swimming in khakis. Who the fuck does that, nigga? Bro, if these niggas don't hurry the fuck up. This first nigga coming down used to set the edge for Virginia Tech. Look at that shit, nigga. At first, he just wanted to calm the situation down because it was still too many of them, nigga. But now we got reinforcements coming. No, not the security guard. Black Aquaman, nigga. Hey, once they seen this shit happen, it confused the Caucasians, nigga. They start scrambling. Bro, they're in the fucking water now? What the fuck? Bro, that Smurder hat got him Black Aquaman and 2 other tough niggas. And you thought that he was just gonna stop because now he's safe? Hell no, it's time to get my lick back, nigga. These niggas marching down there like the nation of domination. Now, I know it's finna get good. You know why? Because these niggas got on jeans and sneakers and they pull their pants up in unison. Now they want to talk. Dude, let me explain. It was your guy. He fucking started the shit. Bro, what the fuck? Damn, he smacked you in front of your bitch, said I'm the captain now. She saw that shit and Karen started screaming, nigga. That Karen screamed like they had signal. All of a sudden, nigga, the biggest Brad of all time showed up. This motherfucker ran to the ring, get his ass whooped at the Royal Rumble. I know it's hella shit, but look at Karen in the green dress. She done turned this shit into pandemonium because she hit the fake police. Survivor Series, bitch, you get your ass whooped like everybody else. It's ass whoopings everywhere and the real police done showed up and they got pepper spray. But ain't none of that stopping Ashley from getting her ass whooped. She got mollywopped and tossed over the top rope into the river water. Back to the squared circle. Now that Chad and Brad know the police is there, they back tough again. They came from under there like some roaches. Nation of domination don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You finna get slid anyway. This where it's fucked up. Big Brad right there ran under the pier, jumped in the water, and left his homie out there. Now somebody mama got sent to the Sandman, and that ass whooping was for him. Where are their fucking parents? Well, I'm glad you asked. Brad and Chad's dad trying the same shit, but hold on. They been whooping ass for way longer, nigga. This is gonna get ugly. Hey, go watch OG come through here thumping shit, nigga. He came through swinging them bitches like King on Tekken. But he didn't come by himself. He brought Mrs. Molly Whopper and her sister. Right when I was watching to see if they kicked Karen into the creek water, the camera panned out and I never expected this. Uncle Jesse done had enough. Everybody get their ass whooped. Security, ain't you supposed to be down there? No, nigga, fuck that. I'm on break. OG chasing you down because he gonna give you the ass whooping he owe you. Hey, remember Karen? I told you Jesse said anybody could get it. Bro, he had her look like Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, nigga. He took 2 inches off her height, nigga. You for sure going to jail. Hey, look, Cutting the Yellow not gonna let you get fucked up by yourself. Look at this assist right here. Push that bitch right into the police. Hey, back up, bitch. Get your wrinkly ass. Yeah, but cops pushed Karen on her keister. What they gonna say about that on Fox News? Nigga, nothing. Now, bro, going to jail and that shit sucks. But it was kind of necessary. Y'all tried to jump the security guard. Please stop fighting.
Oh my god.
All right, Obi sent me that one, and I just like when the Stone Cold music came on. He had the chair in his hand. But yeah, that happened over the weekend, and that was crazy, man. Now I don't know, so don't get mad at me. I don't necessarily want to say it was a race thing. I just think it was a bunch of white people that was together and a bunch of black people that were together.
Thinking they were tough, you know.
Yeah, so I just feel like, you know, I don't want to chalk it up to it was a racist thing. I think it was just people with their people and they started fighting. But I know they said the background of the city where it all happened was, you know, back in the day it was a big racist thing. But I just thought, you know, I wanted to cover the story, but I'm glad Obi had a funny clip of it, so that way it didn't turn into this, you know, black and white thing. But I can't stop laughing when he said my man was swinging like King from Tekken. But yeah, that's wild, man. That's a wild story.
Walmart has a sales on chair, I heard. So yeah, they got a sale right now.
Oh man, so hold up, Uncompetitive sent me some stuff. Hold up, Young.
Oh yeah, what I wanted to say about that, because I saw that this week on Twitter, is that they had said that the black security guard had gone up to them and said, "Could you please move your small boat?"
Right,
because the big boat wants to come into that port, and they're like, "We're not moving it." So there's like 500 people on the big boat, and they're like, they can't disembark. So they were definitely in the wrong.
So that definitely is
they start in on hitting him. And it's like, why? He's just doing his job.
Yeah. They probably was drunk. So, you know, that's the story that, yeah, he was a security guard, did accident to move, and they just
I think it is racist because if someone who was white asked them to, I think they would have moved, because it's like being told by someone who you think is inferior to you That's why you refused to do it.
You know, uncompetitive. I was trying not to take it there, man.
But I mean, I mean, we have to see. I think you're right in saying we ought to keep an open mind about this and see what. But they might all get lawyers, and they might say, "Don't go anywhere near saying what the real reason was." Might try and defuse it all. And it might be on both sides. They might defuse it on both sides. They might have, the lawyers on both sides say, before we get to court, we're going to take race out of this discussion.
Right.
Yeah.
Any of you guys, before we move on, got anything to say about that video or about the whole incident?
That was funny.
All right, just a laugh.
I'd like to know how hot it was.
Well, I think it was crazy when they pushed the one girl in the water. I was like, yo.
Well, the thing is,
she couldn't swim.
There's supposed to be like a temperature where it makes people irritable. And when it gets hotter than that, it's too hot to move. So I wondered if it's at a certain temperature where everyone's like really easily set off.
Oh, Scorpion's in the building.
You know what? I know this is probably not in the topic, but you know what video I saw today that I thought was kind of cool? I saw an army of ants build some sort of like a bridge into a wasp's nest. A wasp. And it was basically taking everything out. That was kind of like, and it was like, it was a big like bridge. And I was like, wow, like I can only imagine like the ants on the top holding the bridge. Like,
yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yeah, that's kind of impressive.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, that's kind of cool. I mean, ants are my favorite insect.
Hence the name Anthony.
Yep. So, competitive, you're gonna have to explain this one to me because this is what you just sent me.
Well, this is what you were saying earlier about the Spider-Man, the Spider-Boy.
Okay.
And I just thought about type into Google about young children dressing up as Superman and jumping off a roof, and this came up.
Yeah, young Charles.
So it does happen quite a bit. This whole thing of children being influenced by cartoons and thinking they can be superheroes.
That's crazy. I never knew. I mean, anybody could do stuff crazy, but young Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Mick Foley did the same to him. I believe.
And then there's a thing to do with the K-Sanat thing, which was a link where it said that the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, said that he thought that outside agitators were involved. So it wasn't all just ponies that were fighting. It was like people who just saw that it was going to be a big deal and thought I could go there and get wilding. And then K-Sanat was on his stream, and I can't read out what he says because it's too fiery. But he is basically losing his mind about how serious it is, and it's like saying, "Calm down, everyone. Everything's you're going to get in serious trouble." And
so, what you're saying is some Xbox people showed up just to try to, incite a riot.
I don't think it's an Xbox PlayStation thing. I think it's like people who know that there's a lack of policing in New York, and they're taking the opportunity to just jump around on the roof of the subway station and tear things up and punch police and that sort of thing.
I think somebody said it best earlier. Whenever there's a big crowd, people just get crazy, man. So
we've had the whole thing about the people raiding the cigarette store, from the Sikhs. It's the same deal. If you're going to have everyone, and then there was like riots in Chicago on a couple of times, wasn't there? And they were like, what do we do about it? All these teenagers in the center of Chicago, and they were going around like this, going absolutely wild.
Yo, look at that.
Yeah, that's crazy. What wasn't Phil Spencer there trying to get a PlayStation?
Wait, what?
Phil Spencer was there trying to get a PlayStation.
Oh,
I would have hate for that to be in my car.
Yeah, someone got their face smashed into the back of a window somewhere, of a rear window of a car, but the police were making out that the window was cracked, so it wasn't like they smashed the window open with their face. And I'm like, really?
Dude, this is wild.
I mean, I
really
get that,
bad to me.
dude. It's legit. Like, this is a legit thing. Wait, mute it, Cowboy.
That is not enough
I can't
riot
think.
police. That's not enough riot police
Mute
to handle this amount.
Cowboy.
When you
What's up?
have
Mute
that
it.
big of a crowd and you send in the riot police,
Look,
how many you
this
got?
this is the new
They're
thing
in
now.
danger.
Ever since
They're in danger.
the BLM thing, the George Floyd riots, the January 6th, like everybody's learning off of them. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, we can do it, and get away with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What was it?
I mean,
was it $2 billion of damage in the country? Is that what I heard from the Antifa riots?
I don't even know.
It was a lot, and it was mainly black businesses and Korean businesses, and so they're like hurting their own communities. But it wasn't really black people who were doing it; it was white people who were part of Antifa. So they reckon it was funded by George Soros, and the DAs that were letting people out at the time were also appointed by George Soros. And so you get arrested by the police, what little there was there, because they defunded them, and then they go off and end up going to jail, and then they go before the DA and say, well, we're going to let you out, and they carry on doing it. And what bothers me is that, everyone talks about George Floyd, quite rightly, but how many people talk about David Dorn? Do you remember his name?
No.
Nope.
Because he was like a retired security guard, retired policeman who was black, who was working in a convenience store as a security guard. And then 3 guys come in and they kill him. And he's bleeding out and no one helps. And I just that was during the whole period, the same time as the riots, right? And there was absolutely no national news attention given to it. It's like, it doesn't matter. And you're thinking, well, why? He's a black guy. He did nothing wrong. He's just doing his job. He gets jumped and he dies. And you don't mention it on the news. But it's counter narrative because he used to be a cop. But he wasn't.
Think about it.
Just a security guard.
Listen. It's like when the thing was going with the Titan submarine, right? There was a bunch of other stuff going on in the world, but it's like me. I didn't care. Not that I didn't care, but what was more interesting to me was the Titan submarine. So the news outlets, they're going to play what's going to get the most clicks. That's just how it goes, right? So the George Floyd thing was just really popular, and everybody had to cover it, and that's just. Unfortunate, that's as the lowest denominator. It was the biggest buzz. Everybody was making views, all the news outlets, if you played the story. So
who
was gonna
I'm not saying that you should talk about him more than George Floyd or as much as George Floyd. I'm just saying he should be someone that you know the name of. Because I know the names of other people who've been shot by the police, or the guy who was going jogging and then he went past the building site, and then they got followed by some people who took it into their minds that he might be going to steal a tool from the building site, and they were going to make a citizen's arrest, and they ended up shooting him. And I just thought, that's terrible, right? And there was a guy who went to answer his door, and he's holding a chair leg who was repairing a chair, right? And the police went and shot him umpteen times because they thought he was holding a weapon. And I just think, everyone is so on a hair trigger about all these situations. Yeah,
but you know what, though? I think there's another side to it, too. You got to think of the people who's a cop, right? Every day you wake up, put the uniform on, you don't know if you're coming home that day.
That's
true. So you literally have to do whatever you can. Now I'm saying if it's legit, you have to do whatever you can to make it home, So it's like you think a guy got a gun, then it becomes you versus them. So obviously you have to be there to hear them, what they said, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But That's just one.
You can have a different protocol for knocking on someone's door, where you would say, don't come to the door in any way where you look like you're armed, right? Because we're the police. That's the thing. You're behind the front door, and someone knocks on it, you open it, and it's like it's too casual. You think you might be receiving a friend, but can they not get your telephone number and ring you up first and say we're coming round?
That's wild. But here, check this one out. So this is crazy. Detroit cop fights off 2 men trying to steal his gun at the gas station.
Take a look at this unbelievable video. We'll slow it down to show you just how bold these suspects are. The young man without a shirt goes for the uniformed Detroit police officer's gun on his right side. He gets it. Meanwhile, his accomplice in the Adidas pants pulls a gun, pointing it at the officer. There's a struggle. The officer wrestles his duty weapon, a 9mm, back from the suspect. The two run off. The officer does not shoot at them.
This is just a ridiculous crime.
Detroit Police Commander Arnold Williams says it happened Saturday evening at the BP station near the Southfield and Joy Road. There's nothing to indicate that this officer, who was off duty heading into work, was targeted specifically. Investigators say it was all about getting the gun.
There's no way I can explain the mindset of someone who would do something like that, but the one thing I can explain is if they would do that to a uniformed police officer, can you imagine what they would do to a regular citizen?
Investigators have identified both suspects. They've executed 2 search warrants at their homes and are in contact with their parents. But still, as of Monday afternoon, they're not in police custody.
If it's any family members that are sheltering them or have any information, encourage them to come in. And we want them to turn themselves in because we're coming for them. We're going.
That's wild, man.
That's
serious. Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just going to try to steal the gun from the cop. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think people are being encouraged, conditioned by all of these reports, and they think, oh, you can get away with that now. And so they're like emboldened. They're doing things that they'd never even contemplated before.
Yeah. So let me let me add a little oh god. Let me add a little humor. So if you guys were what? If you was a bit uncompetitive, sour, and FCAT, you guys are a business owner. This goes for everybody in the chat. So you're a business owner. Would you hire this person? All right, so let me play it first.
Hey guys, update. I didn't get the job. I just got the email. I'm guessing my appearance had a lot to do with it. Hey guys.
Really? You're guessing, huh?
So this is funny. Lil Wayne says that everybody with face tattoos got it from him.
Oh man. What about Mike Tyson's face tattoo? I think he had that before Lil Wayne. But anyways, this is crazy though. So some people, I think you could do whatever you want. It's your prerogative. But there's consequences and repercussions with every action you do, right? And so, I didn't realize she had the thing on her neck, but yeah, her face. I mean, uncompetitive. So you got a store.
Listen, at least the one on her neck is clear and looks like some. What was she thinking?
Yeah, that actually is bad. That is a bad tattoo. So uncompetitive. She comes in to get a job. Do you hire her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she works in the stock room.
Say that again.
She works in the stock room.
Stock room.
Hmm.
Stock room. Can't have her out scaring the public.
Oh man.
She'd get a job at McDonald's, being Ronald McDonald.
I mean, the person you had at the beginning of the show, right? If you say, well, he goes for a job. And you say, you're going to frighten all the children in McDonald's. Right? So we can't have you.
Bro said
I mean, it's like, well, how do you decide on this? I mean, it might not be her fault. We don't know any of the background. It could be someone kidnapped her, tied her up, and tattooed her face against her will.
Oh my god.
Hey, uncompetitive. Thank
I'm pretty
you.
sure that's not what it is, and she knows her appearance is the problem. But I think you should get like a job in a warehouse where nobody really sees her besides the workers.
Work for Amazon.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
there you go. Go to Amazon.
Listen, she should work for a year-round Halloween like store. You know?
Yeah, that's too. Yeah, comic book store.
There you go. Yeah, she got put makeup on and be the Red Hulk. Anyway, I seen this and I just wanted to pull it up. And I'm looking at some of your comments.
I mean,
know
she could carry on with the tattoo, make the whole thing blue, join the Blue Man Group.
Yeah, I mean, she could be Nebula from
Galaxy.
I don't think there's not much money in cosplay, but yeah, sure.
She looks more like Blanca right there.
Actually, you're right. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
That's wild. All right. I'm almost out of my stuff, which is cool. All right, hold on. Okay, I got a video that's currently unavailable. Oh yeah, so check this out. My wife had seen this and I was like, "What? Send that to me." So, do you guys think this is a good idea?
I think it's a good idea.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a warning.
Yeah. I was telling who was I talking to? Rose? And they was like, why you just don't have a wipe? Like, hey, could you go in the bathroom and wipe real quick and see if it comes up?
Because nobody's voluntarily doing that. You put on a condom, they're not expecting it.
Check it out, guys.
What?
Just check it
I'm
out.
just gonna hand you a wipe. Can you do a test for me? And somebody's gonna be like, what?
All right, just let me play it.
A condom that will turn a different color if bacteria from a disease or infection is detected. It can glow green for chlamydia, yellow for herpes, purple for HPV, and blue for syphilis.
Yo, I didn't realize that part.
I saw this one.
All right, Sour Blow, you think it's a great idea?
It's kind of neat in a way, yeah, because like, you know, for those people that want, you know, protection and all that, you might protect yourself one day, but then, you know, you notice that that certain person has a certain disease that, you know, you probably, you know, don't want to get, most likely. You're able to detect it and you're like, wait a minute, you know. And you can
here's the thing though.
Back away.
So if you got a condom on anyway, and then it end up telling you what it is, so then I guess you'll be like, okay, well, I'll never not use one with her. Like, I guess that's just, you know.
I know that if you ever were to sleep with this person again, that they have something, so don't ever do it without a condom.
Right.
I mean, honestly, they should have something like this for girls to test men.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
should go both ways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a pill. You give somebody a pill and they take it and then they pee a different color.
Yeah, but the problem is you got to get somebody. This is like unaware.
Right.
You could act like this is a regular condom. The girl would never know, right?
Right.
You put this condom on, you know what it means. She has no clue.
Right.
So there should be something like opposite for women that they could do that the guy won't know she's testing them.
And Jeremy said condoms don't protect against crabs. And Scorpion said, run.
I guess if the guy is into it, the girl could kind of like use it in her fingers.
I don't know to understand. Who's it testing? The woman or the man?
The woman.
No. Wait. This condom, you put it on, the guy put it on, and he'll find out that the girl has a disease.
Yeah.
Because the
too
condom
late at that point. It's already penetrated. Unless he has one on a dildo and he puts the dildo.
He has the condom on, though.
Yeah, what we're saying was you would know now, like after the fact. You already got a condom on, but like what she was saying is now I would know after the fact. So I would know, like, let's say, you know, you meet a girl at first, you use a condom for the first however many times, and then you think you feel comfortable just because you like her more, right?
But she could still be hiding that she has a disease.
Right, but this would let you know, and then you could be like, oh yeah, I'm not messing with her no more.
Right.
Yeah, but you don't want to be having the sex and then find out. It's too late. So you want to have a dildo, put it condom on the dildo,
No, stop,
put it in,
no.
and then it's going to register
these are
what the color is.
The different diseases they mentioned is stuff that a condom you can't catch when you got a condom. Is
Right.
what
There are diseases that a condom would protect
correct.
you from.
Right.
But it changes color to tell you what's happening with the woman.
Yeah, but you're already in the act. So when you're done,
No, I'm saying that you don't do the act. You wrap it around the dildo. You put the dildo in.
Yeah, you have
it comes out a weird color, and you say, "I'm not going anywhere near you."
But uncompetitive. If you think a girl would be like, "Oh yeah, put a dildo on me," and you don't get in me, like
she's going to be very suspicious if it's a dildo with a condom on the dildo.
This is why I love Tuesday night, right? This is Tuesday nights for you. Imagine the rainbow. I would pee fire.
I don't know what to say really.
Listen, me and my wife separated, and I'm celibate for real. It's not much stuff out here. No one wants
gifts from me.
Yeah. Just drop her to the nether realm.
It's that Minecraft reference.
All right, so I got one last story. And if you guys got stuff, you can still share it too. But I got one last story, and I'm actually caught up. Look at that. So this one is a little bit messed up, man. It just showed that the world is a little crazy, and you try to put your best foot forward, but sometimes the world will turn on you. So check this out.
This is a horribly sad story. We talked to Louis Stafford's mom, who just wants people to know what kind of person her son was, and she wants to give everybody watching a warning. A big smile, an even bigger heart.
He was so emotional. He loved cats. He was a soft-hearted guy.
Louis Stafford.
He was a good friend. I never known him to be a bad friend to anybody.
A manager at the Taco Bell on 23 Mile in Chesterfield Township. Louis' big heart apparent when he noticed one of his employees was coming into work with wet clothes. Dijon Drake admitted to being homeless, and Louis, being Louis, offered to let him stay with him at his apartment, less than a mile down the road from the Taco Bell.
He had a good sense of humor. He was a big brother. He was a younger brother.
But a short time after the employee started staying with Louis, his behavior became combative towards his coworkers and towards Louis, according to Louis' mother. Louis told Dijon he could no longer stay with him at his apartment. It was Saturday, July 29th.
That's when the fight broke out. The dude didn't want to leave. He just refused to leave, and he pushed Louis, and Louis fought back and beat him up, and so he shot him.
Louis Stafford, just 27 years old, died at a nearby hospital.
I would never understand the universe and how God chooses who leaves and how they leave.
Police arrested 24-year-old Dijon Drake on the scene.
All right.
He look crazy.
So here's my
He
thing.
ain't coming to stay with me. Look
Here's my
he can
thing.
stay right there in them wet clothes.
Come
Right
on,
there,
man.
he looks crazy.
I don't want to judge people, right? Because
I'm
that's the
judging.
thing.
I'm judging.
But what?
He looks like he used to be a gangbanger. What is 313? Is that the area code of the gang he was in? I'm sorry, I'm being judgmental right now, but he would not be staying in my house.
I think there's times in life, right, where it's kind of like a red flag. And now maybe he knew him on a more personal level because he worked for him, but man, this sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let me finish it.
He's being held at the Macomb County Jail on a $2 million bond. A message Louis' mom wants to share.
You just cannot let your heart overrule your safety. If the world has changed and it's the luck of the draw, you don't know if you stop and help that person, you know, what's on their mind just because they're in need.
And Louie's mom also has a big heart. She set up a GoFundMe, but not necessarily to pay for anything for her family. Yes, she wants a nice suit to bury her son in, but she's also raising money for Louie's 2 friends who were there with him when this horrible thing happened. Reporting live in Chesterfield Township, Camille and Mary on the Edge.
That's wild, man. And no DSLs over here. But yeah, man, that's crazy. But yeah, so it's just one of those things. Oh, go ahead, Sour.
No, I was just wow. I'm shocked. This is bad.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where I think the world, it kind of is forcing us to be more antisocial, to be more not sheltered, not helping each other, because these stories happen. I remember I told Holtz, who lives in the UK, and I said, man, if somebody was broken down on the road over here, I wouldn't even stop by. He was like, what? That's messed up. I said, no, you don't get it. There's people who are fake that they're broken down to rob you.
Mentioning that, right? So the newest thing they're doing is they leave a baby
carriage
on the side of the road to make it look like they got a baby and they're broke down. And then people stop because they think they got a little kid, right? So they're like, oh, let me just be nice. And then they rob them or murder them or rape them.
Okay, hold on. I'm laughing because Rune said, and that's why you don't hire people with face tattoos. I didn't even think it was going to link up. I didn't even think to put that one story. It's so happened. Yo, I'm done, yo.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Oh man, hey, look uncompetitive. This is why you don't even want them in the warehouse, bro.
Man,
I'm
gonna say
can't make this up.
Real quick, when I was going to college in Dominican Republic, I remember I used to take a certain route, and there was this place where there was like one of those bridges that is more like for people to kind of like cross in between, and it was kind of like a 4-way bridge. And sometimes I used to like give things to like people that I see there asking for money, etc. And there was this old man once that he said he was hungry. I didn't have money at that time, but I had some food there. So I gave him the whole plate, and he just grabbed it and threw it in the trash. So I told a buddy of mine, and he's like, oh, that old man, that old man actually has a bunch of apartments and stuff like that he gets. He just makes money out of he makes a lot of money like that. And I was like, wow. And then since then, I stopped actually caring like to give people money there. The only time after that I did actually gave someone money was once that I was going to college and it was raining. And there was I was coming from college at night and it was raining and there was this one kid on top of the bridge, like sleeping there, like kind of like tucked. And then every time I saw that specific kid, because I knew he was actually homeless.
Right.
But yeah. Sometimes you have an experience and because of that you might not help other people that actually need it. So that's kind of sad.
I agree. And still no DSLs. You know what? I feel like we gotta pull her up.
What is DSL?
I'm gonna show you. I feel like we kind of gotta pull her up. Yeah, Luna. We gotta pull up Miss Luna, man. Well, let me
Oh, now I know what he's talking about. Oh my God.
What's going on? What do you think is going on with these UAPs?
With the UAPs? Man, that is a good question. I have a feeling that we're really gonna that the government's gonna end up having to show like pictures or videos, and it's gonna be one of those things where, oh, did we go to the moon or not, right? And we're gonna just be thinking, oh wow, like the government actually showed videos.
No, we went to the moon.
We're not gonna know if that's real or not.
The Earth isn't flat. We went to the moon.
A live presentation?
Yeah, like where people could come and see it in person. Make a museum.
Oh, that would be cool if we have like an alien museum.
If they got all these things that they found over the years. Make a museum. Let people see it. Why not?
No, I mean a good point.
Listen, we got dinosaur bones museums. Let's see the aliens.
Well, I think that the UAPs are artificially intelligent, right? So they how they're talking about how these chat GPT and everything is going to get clever and clever and take everyone's jobs. So I think that a past civilization already went through all of that. And so they've got these minds that are able to think incredibly quickly. And those are the things that are inside the Tic Tac, right? So if you have that, there was a report of David Faber and he's flying in his jet and he saw something that was like a Tic Tac. And there was like 4 jets and they all had all of their, avionics in their planes, look at it through infrared, and there's so much evidence on this thing. And they were like, it's there on the radar on the frigate. I think it was the USS Omaha in 2019. And there were 14 of them all buzzing around. And then there's a couple of Marines on the deck and they see one of them and it goes into the water and they say splash because they saw it splash into the water. And I thought at the time, how many of them have been reported from having been seen in space? Because they go in and they do some extra vehicular activity around the shuttle when they're trying to put up a satellite. And I looked it up and the only time there'd been a sighting was when they thought they'd seen a UFO doing this spacewalk. And it turned out it was the International Space Station. They just mistook it for something that they didn't know what it could be because it was there and it seemed to be closer than it was and they couldn't judge the distance properly. So I was thinking, yeah, you should expect something that's alien. It would be like passing by the Hubble Space Telescope and it would be on camera. But all the times you're photographing the skies, there would be things, that we'd be picking up on them all the time, but we're not. So we're getting them on Earth. They're flying around in the atmosphere. People are seeing them. They're over the oceans. They go into the oceans. Maybe they come out of the oceans, right? So maybe they're in the ocean depths and they hide down there and they come up and they have a look around, see how we're getting on. There was an incident a while back where there was a nuclear silo and they went in and they disabled all the ability to fire the missiles. So I also had the thinking that maybe they're going to stop a nuclear war.
Wow.
Right? So their plan is to, if anything ever gets fired off, they have the ability to actually stop a nuclear war because they're here to preserve all life on Earth. Then I thought, well, who are they if they're not aliens? Because you can't travel faster than the speed of light, right? And so you can't have them come from another star system, like everyone seems to think that they are aliens. So I thought, well, what if they came from the past? What if they're from Atlantis, right? And what if Atlantis was underwater? And that's why there's no ruins of Atlantis, right? And I thought, well, that's a bit far-fetched. Why would it be underwater? And I thought, well, what if dinosaurs evolved to the point where they were more like...
Hey, hold on, stop.
Right? And they are the people that are living underwater right now.
Okay, wait, hold up. Let me jump in there.
The ones who've got these drones that come up and
can I add
something? Let me jump in there.
Real quick to something he said already? Regarding the whole thing where they're trying to stop the nuclear thing, there's actually a documentary in Netflix. I forgot the name of it, but they talk about how supposedly someone had in contact with them, and they started appearing when I think it was World War II, when the nuclear war and when they started using like nuclear bombs and all that.
Yeah.
And supposedly those nuclear bombs were like affecting their planet or their home.
And that's where you made them come.
So that's kind of, interesting theory.
Okay, wait, Uncle Pet, hold on, stop. Before you go, I just want to understand this. So you are saying that dinosaurs evolved to Atlanteans and they're really aliens that's under the sea.
Well, they're not aliens, but they're from this planet, so they can't be extraterrestrial.
So they're really not aliens. All right, hold up. Can we take a DSL break real quick?
The Record, an article by News Nation, and it follows Mr. Grush's full interview for the Record.
Without objection.
Thank you. Mr. Grush, why is it that you refer to the phenomenon as...
I don't even know what she's saying right now, but I'm just watching.
...non-human intelligence? Why deviate from the basis of extraterrestrial life?
I think the phenomenon is very complex, and I like to leave an open mind.
Are you referring? Can you elaborate on that for those that might?
If it's a traditional,
I don't know. Let's ask everybody.
Or something else that
referring to your News Nation.
Okay, so my wife thinks her lips are fake. She thinks that her lips are injections. Do you guys think her lips are real?
Honestly,
the guy to her left, behind her, he's got thinner lips, hasn't he? So compared to him, and you think, well, he might be tight-lipped, right?
He might be tight-lipped.
But I mean, I don't know. She's got full lips. I think she's a bit Latin, isn't she?
DSLs are a much better distraction.
Latin lovers have bigger lips like that. I mean, Penelope Cruz has big lips. She's not got injections going into her lips.
But look how puffy hers.
And
are.
look
They
at
like point out like when you get your lips done.
no. But Angelina Jolie lips look like that.
Liv Tyler.
Hers
are hers are hand down.
Like
Hers are hand down from Daddy.
Oh, Liv Tyler is a guy.
No, Liv Tyler is a chick.
That's what I meant.
Hold up, what?
Steven Tyler is from
okay.
Aerosmith. Who's her father?
Okay.
An interview you had referenced specific.
I think they're real.
You think of Steven Tyler?
Yeah, that's his daughter. You said. I think they're real.
Yeah, they're not like Madonna after she had hers done.
Madonna had everything.
Very plasticky, but they've gotten better now. I don't know if you've seen any recent pictures.
My sister has fake
not
lips.
like an alien anymore. Her eyebrows have grown back in, and she looks okay now.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Tony said they're fake.
Her lips probably look like this, and she got them filled, and now they look like this.
I mean,
look at them.
No, listen.
They don't look like this.
They can't tell. But Tony said my sister has fake lips. I can tell they're fake injections. All right,
see? They're injections.
So Tony think he knows. This lady in the video is still pretty hot. I agree. She works for Congress. She got the money for it.
Mm-hmm.
My man's in the back falling asleep. I just want to say I wouldn't be against finding out firsthand.
So what? I don't want to take this any further off in a tangent, but we got aliens. DSL.
Hey, you already said dinosaurs turned to Atlanteans. I don't think we can get any further into anything.
But the thing is what's the opinion on fake breast implants? Because that was all the rage a while back, and everyone seemed to be fine about it.
Yeah.
But is it actually the opinion now is turned against them and like, no, we want the real thing?
Yeah,
so
you know what's
real
funny?
lips, we want real breasts.
No, I think there's so many people, especially there's a lot of I'll say black guys, right? A lot of people I know, a lot of friends I know, they're comfortably fine with fake stuff.
Okay.
And it is for me, I'm like, no. But there is a lot of people that they want voluptuous, right? They want the bigger butt, the bigger boobs, the bigger, they don't care. So there is a lot of people who don't care. And I think that's why women are increasingly getting stuff more and more done, because it's more acceptable. And the cost is coming down also, even though you might end up dying, but the cost is coming down. So, a lot of women are like, hey, why not? And because a lot of guys are like, sure. So.
Well, Thrash is very much against BBLs.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Cowboy. I'll send you. I don't know if you're able to put it real quick. I send you a video through
Brazilian
Twitter.
butt lifts. Brazilian.
Yeah,
butt
we know.
lifts.
Yeah. Where did you send it at? Where'd you send it?
Through Twitter.
Oh, Twitter. Okay.
Have you seen that video?
And I sent you a picture of fake lips versus real.
All right, where'd you send it?
to Facebook message.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the one my wife sent me because she wants us to see this because she's a hater.
I'm not a hater. She has fake lips.
Her lips aren't fake.
She has fake lips.
I got it on good authority. They're real.
Fake.
All right, so that's what she's saying. That's probably her lips probably look like exhibit left, and that's probably exhibit. You know what's funny? The one on the right looked like Angelina Jolie lips. That looked like her lips, but I don't know. Look at these lips though, man. Look at these.
Those are fake.
Oh, let's see them in action.
Y'all are stupid.
Look. Oh, let's go. Chill Gaming became a member, or probably renewed it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait. 8 months. Man, I gotta get on your video, bro. I'm a fraud. I don't know if you guys noticed, but whenever someone becomes a member, even if it's 1 month, what I do is I make them a personal video where it's a thank you video, but at the same time it's an advertisement. So if you have a channel or anything, what I do is I actually I advertise your channel and stuff. So if my channel ever get big one day, you'll be like, yo, that channel made a video of my stuff. And then people play it and be like, oh, snap. And then, you know.
Maybe she was getting her lips done. This is 2000. This is 2022.
Well, 2000 looks better.
2000 looks like two balloons.
You know
oh, you mean maybe.
You know
all right, anyway, let me
you know that NHI doesn't necessarily have to mean alien.
Hold up, wait, what? NHI?
It's at the top there, non-human intelligence.
Oh, okay.
Right, so they've been talking throughout the Senate hearing all about that. And it's like, well, it could be a monkey. It could be a dog, you know, that's inside this craft. And they could be like the military, and they have test pilots, and they want to test an animal to see if it can sustain G-forces. And it's not actually piloting it, it's a drone, right? But they're still putting some hapless creature in there. And when they crash, they find something and it's like a shaved monkey or something. But and it's all burnt up, and they draw the wrong conclusions of it. But I don't think there's anything biological inside these things. And I think it's probably a red herring. Well, it's not actually a fish. I'm saying it's a distraction, right? And I think that they are just computers, and they are autonomous drones, and they are made by a previous civilization that was dinosaurs. Because it's the only way that everything fits. They can't be from another star system because it would take too long for them to get here.
Hold on, wait. Jers, when did you get an end zone? And the end zone is 28 inches. Hold on, when did you get one? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you get one. He got one of the monitors. Actually, it's been out for a year now. I got it the second day it came out. It got delivered to my porch, and it's been out for a year. That was last August. All right, check this out. Sarah Blow added this. 1995 Tyson versus, I missed that. Is kneeling. Oh yeah, my man got like an iPhone.
That has a smartphone.
Yeah.
What camera looks like that?
You gotta love the music. What is it from? Yeah, that's what this is from.
This is time traveler on holiday or just not.
Prior to prison, Touch D'Amato once told him your greatest asset can become your greatest weakness.
I don't know. Somebody could have made a camera that was shaped like that back in the day. That don't mean every single camera had to be, you know. I bet if you look it up. But they still gonna show us some of the match, huh? 1995, I think, right? So now I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. Said I'm up, man. Come on, don't do my man like that. He said, nah, bro, just sleep it off. Let it go. Don't listen. Don't get hurt. That was back then? Wait, is it real? He said that you wish you had.
We all wonder if there is other life out there in the universe.
Good stuff, Sour. I've seen stuff like that before, but yeah. Sour Blow, when you did you see the intro of the show?
Oh, today?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I came in late.
Okay, so when we end the show, which will be soon, gonna make sure you check it out.
All right, you upgraded it?
I did.
Okay, nice. Now you got me curious.
Yes, sir. All right, let me look at the last couple chats. If you guys got anything else, let me know. If not, we're gonna get out of here. Let me see that state down before the fight. Tyson was looking at him like he was lunch. Yeah, that stare down. Yeah, Tyson, man, animal. Let me see. Let me see. That was Tyson's first fight after he got out of prison. Tyson messed that dude up. I feel like he didn't connect with any really good hits though. So I remember this video. I'm using a wormhole. Oh man, dimensional traverse. Oh, maybe you did tell me you got it. Oh yeah, we talked about this. Sorry about that, Jers. Yeah, we talked about this. You told me you got it way back when. Yo, Cowboy, you settled on which MK? Oh, so what I'm gonna do is I downloaded MK10, and I played a little bit of it, and it was like, it was a little weird trying to get back to it. So I don't know. I'm more familiar with Mortal Kombat 11, even though I like 10 better. But what I might do is be able to switch back and forth. If I do it via remote play, I can switch to whatever. The only issue is I notice when I do remote play, I get this buzzing sound. I can't figure out what it is. So I'm going to have to decide if I do. I guess I'm going to do remote play because I'm going to want to, when we talk about Mortal Kombat, I'm going to want to actually pull up pictures and videos and stuff like that. So as we talk about it, I want to pull it up. So I think that'd be kind of cool. But guys, so yeah, tomorrow is We Wrestle Wednesdays, wrestling, the wrestling league I do. It's not for everybody. It's just if you're into the WWE game, tune in. I still read comments, we chat, but we're usually focused on the matches and stuff like that. So it's probably not for everybody. But Thursday is my new pop-up stream. So it's just called Let's what the hell I call it? I gotta get used to this. I'm making all these names, but Let's Get Random Thursdays. There you go. So this Thursday it's going to be all about Mortal Kombat, and last Thursday it was the wrestling podcast, the predictions for SummerSlam. So next week Thursday I have no clue what it would be, but I'm always going to switch it up. Might be game streaming, might be like a show like this. We'll see. So whatever people kind of want, I'll gravitate towards. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Uncompetitive. What's up, man? Anything you got? Last things you got to say?
Oh, thank you for having me on. This has been fun.
Yeah, well, thank you.
I think
for
this
coming.
is new. I think this is the first channel anywhere on internet to break the news that they're not aliens, they're dinosaurs.
yeah. Exclusive.
So you'll see if it turns out I'm right.
Hey, listen, that was probably the most interesting alien theory I've ever heard in my life.
I was not expecting that one. Yeah.
No. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna have to clip that, and that's gonna be the clip I put up tomorrow. Dinosaurs turn to Atlanteans. They're not aliens because they're from the planet.
Real quick, I know you're a wrestling fan. I want to ask you, are you going to watch All In?
No, so I actually don't watch AEW. I wanted to watch it when it first came out.
That's gonna be the biggest show ever.
I know. I wanted to get into it. I actually had like the first 3 weeks on my DVR, and it's just too much. You know, it's already 2 nights of WWE. I used to watch NXT. Like, it's just too much. And now look, I stream 4 days a week, right? So I stream 4 days a week.
Yeah, it's hard.
I
used to watch. I used to watch all of them, like Impact, WWE, everything. I used to watch even.
Oh my God, Cowboy!
And then I got to a point where like this is too much. So
yeah, I mean, what could you do?
Too much.
Oh my God, Cowboy!
What happened?
You're gonna have to have a talk with Doc Dark.
What's going on now?
I have him on.
You gotta see his video he just dropped.
He made a new video.
He's singing the song "I Don't Wanna Know."
All right, well. All right, one last time before I pull up Doc video real quick. But the DSLs, yes, they are real.
No, they're not real.
Despite what my wife said,
They
man.
are fake.
Hey, bro, she is hot, yo. Anyway, I'm just saying. All right, so, all right, Dark.
No, it's just no K. No T. No C.
This is one.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, good.
All right, so let's check out Doc Dark 1985.
Yeah.
I want to hear him singing.
I'm muted.
There's levels to this, man.
When did he start singing?
It's Starfield 30 frames. I don't wanna know if you playing me. Xbox, keep it on the low, cause my heart can't take it anymore.
All right, so let me say this. Uncompetitive. No, not uncompetitive. Sarah Blow. This is what you claim? You claim this guy? You can't. This is an Xbox guy, huh?
First of all, he needs to take some singing lesson because he's out of tone.
Agreed.
You don't like his singing voice?
But I mean, Doctor, he's very emotional. He goes with whatever he like. Sometimes he just reacts, and then you see him bring a video, going back on what he already says. So it's all right.
Listen, I'm gonna have to have a conversation with Doc about this beard because it just looks crazy. He looks like someone.
Well, you know what though? I feel like now that it got a little bit thicker. Hold on, let me see.
It's on his neck. It looks
I know the neck thing is weird, but hold on, let's see.
And if you lying, please don't let it show.
He's going crazy,
baby, I don't wanna know. Oh, Xbox.
What in the hell?
So look, you know what's funny though? His mustache is really thick, right? And it's dark. It almost looked like he put Just for Men on his mustache, but then his beard is like grayed out.
Think about it, and I know the truth. You really don't.
I think his mustache area is like tattooed or something. Where like it's so much darker and thick, and he got it shaped up. It's really shaped up good, but I guess he just got grayed in the beard. He's one of those people where his beard's gonna be gray and his mustache
is gonna be dark.
Yeah, it's gonna be dark.
Don't care about console gamers. I don't even need to ask you.
All right, well, I will be watching this later on today. So, with that being said, we could set up King of the Hill. Yeah, we could do that, man. We could definitely set up King of the Hill. But yeah, so I'm gonna do it at 5:30. I don't have a physical therapy on Thursday, so we're gonna do that at 5:30. All my shows typically is 5:30, but Tuesdays I got physical therapy. So yeah. But yeah, so Sour Blow, man, tell us about your channel, brother.
Oh, well, we have a podcast every Wednesday at 7 p.m. with Silent Cypher, Crazy Lou, Plume Network. And the podcast is named Xbox International, but we talk about all the platforms. And anyone's welcome there. And we respect everyone's opinion as long as you go in the chat, you're not, basically like being too aggressive to the point where like you're saying like things that are not appropriate, but like you can speak your mind in the chat. Everyone's welcome. So after I know you got Wednesday, you got what is it, wrestling, what you
Yeah.
call it, wrestle fight.
Yeah, we
So
wrestle Wednesday.
so if you can't catch us live, you can catch us the next day. That's fine, but everyone's welcome.
Yeah, but guys, check it out. Not everybody watch my We Wrestle Wednesdays. Like I said, it's a passion project. It's something that I love to do. My son plays, my nephew, my Holtz and some friends. So you guys want something cool to check out? Trust me, check out Xbox International Podcast. You guys showed up that time where I was a guest. I think they're really cool. They had Purple as a guest. They had Doc as a guest. So yeah, there's a lot of people who don't watch my Wednesday show. So I would recommend you guys go check them out. It's 7 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So 7 p.m. Eastern. Here's the link right here. If you're watching the back, just as you hear me say it, just look at the live chat. You'll see it's on the screen. Click on that link. Go check them out, man. And here's the cool thing. Sour and I, he reached out to me and asked me to be a guest. And we became really cool, man. Like we talk definitely weekly, a few times a week, and so much so that you guys got to check out the outro. So yeah, it's good stuff. So I love networking, but I love to meet good people. I do this. Think about it. I go to work, I come home, I do this 4 days out of the week. So I spend a lot of time. So I think it's cool to know good people, meet good people, and same thing with you on competitive. It's really cool meeting you, man. I remember, like I said, that wasn't a joke. When I went to King Thrash show, you was the nicest person on there. You were really nice. You and me, we talked a couple times after the show was over. I thought that was really nice. And months later, I didn't realize you was the same person. I'm like, oh wait, that guy sounds familiar, and you were the same guy. So here you are, bringing some of your theories of aliens and dinosaurs on the show. So I appreciate it.
How you even survive the round table, man?
It's
so nice.
exhausting. It's a long thing.
It was rough.
For me, it starts at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And it's like 4 hours, and then I can be talking to people after it, and so I go to bed at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And it's exhausting, but it's going to probably be on tomorrow, and it's 6 p.m. Pacific time. So you know his channel. It's King Thrash Gaming.
Yeah, I can put it.
I can post the link if you like in the chat. To his channel.
It's like an alternate universe. He's like the Holtz of King Thrash's round table.
I know, right? I need you and Holtz to be on at the same time.
It gets very rowdy. It gets very rowdy.
Yeah.
And I think that he had the most people he ever had on was like 16 people. So the Discord was like absolutely chock-a-block, and everyone wanted to talk at once. And I was just like, you can't have 16 people in a Discord and have it work.
Yeah, that had to be wild. Well, yesterday I had 10 people on. That was kind of crazy, but it was pretty constructive though. So guys, here's Thrash, his channel. Go check out King Thrash Gaming. I actually don't call him King anymore because I beat the dog piss out of him in Tekken, and so I became the 2020. Was that 22 or 23? I think that was this year. I beat him. I don't even remember. But anyway, so he's no longer King Thrash because there's only one King, and that's the King of Entertainment. So Thrash is just known as Thrash Gaming. But definitely check out Uncompetitive over there, man. He already, you guys see, he got a plethora of knowledge, insight, and he's a good dude. And theories. Definitely theories. Sure. Yeah. And guys, you want to see more of my lovely wife? Let me know. People have been asking, when are you going to bring back the Sandy and Anthony show? For some people who don't know, we did a show for 2 years straight and we never missed the episode. So we did. It was weekly. It was every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. There was a few times we had to switch to a different day, but for 2 years straight, never missed a week. And then it got to the point where it was just like, all right, man, it's 2 years straight. And we did skits. We did a skit. We was called Daisy and Duke. We would go to a little intermission, come back. We dressed up as like kind of like hillbillies a little bit. And what's crazy, y'all ready? Is what people thought she was a nice, sweet person. She would read the raunchiest jokes, sex jokes, and she would have a country accent. And people who never seen it would be like, "Oh, Cowboy's wife is so nice." They'd be like, "What did she say?" And it would just throw people off. It was wild. It was a lot of fun. But people want us to bring it back. Maybe we might do like a holiday thing. Like every holiday. Maybe people are like, "Oh, it's this holiday. They got to do one." Maybe we do that every holiday. Every major holiday, not like it's National Cookie Day or it's National Dinosaurs Turn to Atlanteans Day, nothing like that. But FCAT, any last thing, man? My right hand man, FCAT, man.
I'm pretty much done, I guess. Catch me tomorrow. I'll probably pop up on Kenobi show.
Oh, let's shout out my man Obi. Also, he streams tomorrow as well. Here's what's cool. If you guys time it right, you can watch.
Obi's everything's okay with your kid, right?
Huh?
Everything's okay with his kid, right?
Yeah, he's good. Yep.
Okay.
I gotta check his channel. Honestly, I haven't checked.
Oh yeah. Here's what's cool. His whole thing is about fighting. So, Rose can. Yeah, right. There you go. Yeah, the cool thing is now Obi is cool. He actually was in my wedding. I was in his wedding, so like we personally know each other.
You can't even find him on YouTube.
Obi. No, you know what it is because
they bopped them again.
Because I clicked on the thing that popped up.
You spelled it wrong.
No. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Watch this. What popped up? I thought that's what it was.
You spelled it RUSE instead of ROSE.
Okay, hold on.
And now you went back to RUS.
All right, hold on. All right,
I am subscribed actually.
Obi Rose Kenobi. I gotta spell it out then.
There you go.
All right, there you go. That meathead. So yeah, good dude, man. He does. So what he does, he only stream on Wednesdays, and he does a fighting game show. So also he makes some stuff called Tekken Art. You know what? I'm gonna play some of it. What are you gonna do? He ain't gonna do nothing about it. Advertising.
Knock it off! Let's clean up this mess. Hadouken! You're in my sight. You're going down.
So what he does is he mix up the the different sounds and stuff, and it's like his own form of art. So he calls it Tekken Art. He puts out one every Monday, but his regular show, I show off a little bit of stuff because that's my guy, and he can't do nothing about it. What are you gonna do? Not a goddamn thing. He actually lives 7 minutes down the road from me. But check this out. Good content creator. Y'all think I got energy? He got a lot of energy. Hold on, let me get his thing. Yeah, he's a big meathead. He's obviously a juicer. But look at his setup. It looks beautiful, man.
You can make it in. How you doing, FCAT?
Still an interesting day. We
look,
got
that's
all
what
kind
FCAT
of
was on
people running.
But check it out.
Link on different specs, and then
as they're chatting,
football
everybody's fighting. So as he got people talking through Discord, they have fighting in the background. They switch from different games.
That's crazy.
So it's pretty cool. It's all fighting games.
Like a football field size, like.
Nice.
So good stuff. All right, that's enough. That's enough for this this loser. But hold on, let me
well, I read an article.
Let me actually share his channel. But yeah, check out Obi tomorrow, man. Like I said, my show for tomorrow isn't really for me. I mean, for everybody else. I get that. It's just something I love playing.
It is more for you, just not
yeah, it's more for me, not for everybody. So I don't mind. I don't know if a lot of people are going to show up, But there's definitely, listen, you got Obi, you got Sour, you got King Thrash and them. So that's 3 different people you guys could check out on a Wednesday. And I put the stamp of approval. I like all 3 of those guys. And I'm mad. I said this to Sour. I was when he said, "Hey, I want you to be a guest." I said, "Okay, when?" He said, "On Wednesday, the 26th, right, of July." I was like, "Oh yeah, well, I can't do Wednesday." I was like, "What other day?" He was like, "No, it's only Wednesdays." I was like, "Only Wednesdays?" And because I only do Wednesdays for my wrestling, so I switched it up. I did on Tuesday, and Hope said we should call
appreciate that.
We tussle Tuesdays.
I got you. I'll just go on with your glasses and your hat, and I'll say that I'm the cowboy, and I'll fill in for you.
I mean, you could do that, but then you're gonna have to play the wrestling game, and then you'll make me lose all my titles. I'm gonna lose all my championships.
I'm not talking about.
She'll go
you'll
to the
go
podcast.
yeah. Oh yeah, there you go.
She'll
listen.
She'll have better takes than you, so.
Listen, I might be more entertaining than he would be.
Listen, she's and what did you say you would have did back in the day? Wear a tight shirt, call it Titty Tuesdays.
Yeah.
There you go. So they're Wednesdays, so shit, But no, the cool thing is my wife played games.
A cooler name than that though. Something Titty Tuesday.
But the cool thing is my wife played games too, so we got a lot of people call them Let's Plays, but if you go to my channel, mostly all the games I actually beat is usually with her. So we'll play and beat a game from beginning to end. So it's cool. She's pretty funny.
Played
It Takes Two?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
We played and beat that.
A nice game.
We even played and beat the other game they made, A Way Out.
A Way Out.
Yeah.
I beat those 2 with my wife, and she does not play video games at all. But I forced her. And she actually liked them.
Yeah. Like we play all the Resident Evils together.
What's the creepy
we played and beat The Last of Us 1. We played and beat The Last of Us 2. We played and beat Little Nightmares 1, 2. I mean, if you go to my channel, there's so many games we played and beat together. So it's kind of cool. We were in the middle of Horizon Zero Dawn, but Horizon
Forbidden
I keep
West.
thinking of the Xbox players make fun of it for Forgotten West. Horizon whatever it's called. But honestly, we're getting kind of bored of it. So
Horizon, you forgot the rest.
Yeah, we forgot the rest, but we'll finish it. We
It is boring.
I mean, what'd you say, Uncle
It is boring.
It is boring. I'm not gonna lie. No, here's the funny thing. Obi Rose loves it. He swears better than the first one. I'm like, no.
Boring.
Yeah, it's pretty boring. It gets very boring. But so that's just a little bit.
All the Mortal Kombat stories.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. When Mortal Kombat 1 come out,
I love Mortal
I will be playing the story mode with her. We play all the story and we stream all of this stuff. So it's all on the channel. Oleg says Stray is worth checking out. Yeah, we play Stray also. Yeah, we played that too. If you look on the channel, we stream Stray as well.
I feel like they should make more games like A Way Out. It Takes Two. Those games are really good to play with. Like,
because it's a game where you have to team. You play a multiplayer game. You could be doing God knows, doesn't matter. That game you have to be on the same page. And the crazy thing with It Takes Two, they made the female character have the harder stuff to do. Like sometimes I felt bad for her. I'm like, oh man, the guy got the easy stuff. I'm like, did they do that on purpose?
True. Sometimes my wife would tell me that, and I would be like, no, that's easy. But I just didn't want her to quit.
And it makes it so crazy. I had a broken controller that she was using. And I was like, oh, wait, one of the buttons don't work. She was like, no, I'm still going to play. I was like, we can switch. She's like, no, I started off like that. I'm going to finish it. I was like, all right. But speaking about somebody and a wife, shout out to JD3MXP. Him and his wife they got a channel on YouTube where they go to events and all that, like Comic-Con and all that stuff. So good stuff. I want to say what's up to JD, man. Good stuff. What else? What did I walk into? PS getting 4K streaming before. Oh yeah, we're definitely not really talking games, right? Well, okay, it sounded like we were talking games.
It sounded like we were because we were ending and saying if you wanted to see me and more stuff, we play games and stuff.
Yeah.
He's talking about the PlayStation thing, and that thing is weird because you have to get some kind of invite code for it.
Oh, okay. I'm not worried about it. It is what it is. All right, guys. With that being it, listen, guys, please stay to see the outro. I want you guys to check this out. It's especially you, Sarah Blow. But with that being said, I will see you guys sooner or later. Let me see the last stuff in the chat. All right, y'all, got to bounce. All right, Obi Rose. Let me see. Jeremy said, "Hell yeah, my wife and I
honeymoon at Comic-Con."
That's cool, man. That's cool.
That's awesome.
Fun times. Yeah, I've never been to a Comic-Con, but that would be cool if we actually went to one. They come to New York every so often. Yeah. So it's not that far from me.
It was nice hanging with you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Was
nice to meet you. Nice to meet all of you guys.
And hold on, I'm competitive. You think she was on her best behavior? Should I invite her back or no?
Definitely.
She was good?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right. Cool. On competitive, he seemed like the voice of reason. You know, you have to.
Really?
He does remind me of Holtz.
He does.
What part of the UK are you from?
Essex. Do you know where Essex is? It's northeast of London.
Okay, my buddy Holtz, if you're listening, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he said he's from North Wales.
Unconditionally. That's how you pronounce it, right?
No, uncompetitive.
Oh, uncompetitive. Yeah. Sorry. Have you been on a podcast called, I think it's like Xbox Tavern?
No.
Okay. Because you look like someone I saw.
I've been on Sick Humor TV's podcast.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I've been on JTech TV's podcast. And I had an argument. Do you know JTech TV? He's had a
the Twitter guy.
Yeah, I had a long kind of heated discussion, but it's a well managed discussion with him about whether or not Sony should put PlayStation games on PC, because they hadn't at that point. This is years ago. And I put forward the case that it would be okay if there was like an interval of 2 years and they came out and said everything released on Sony consoles first. No other platform will get it for 2 years. Then it will only go to PC, won't go to Xbox. And he was like, no, if they do that, they'll ruin their platform. You know, people will say, why do I need to buy a PlayStation? And so, yeah. And he persuaded me that I was wrong, and I accepted it and said so. And it's all come true. And they've been doing this. And it's like, why are they doing it? Because it's not like they're buying, you know, PC players are actually buying the games, they're pirating them. So, yeah. Hopefully they'll come to their senses and stop doing it.
You called it. And Jeremy, yeah, you know what's funny? My wife's favorite character in Mortal Kombat is Katana. Look at that. All right, well, guys, man, listen, we'll keep going. I mean, you know, but unfortunately, we're not. So, yeah, man, I feel bad. I'm gonna miss you guys tomorrow because it is what it is. PlayStation games should go to PC day one. No, I don't know about that. We definitely got to talk about that on Monday. Or just so you guys know, we will be talking about Mortal Kombat on Thursday, but we can slip in other stuff as well. But it will primarily be Mortal Kombat. But a comment like that isn't a problem. We could, if he would have brought that up on Thursday, I would definitely went into my thoughts. But I'm not.
That could be a whole topic, can't it?
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, it can be. We ain't doing that. But with that being said, guys, thanks again for showing up. Thanks again for being a part of it. Uncompetitive. I am glad we can start speaking. I look forward to seeing more of you. Sour Blow, you are my guy, man. I am just happy that you reached out to me because I love where our friendship is going. And FCAT, as usual, my right-hand man, talk to you in Discord. Also, if anybody's watching, I'm in Discord a lot. So when the cameras go off, I still be in Discord. I try to read every comment or at least skim through them. If you guys want me to respond to anything, just tag my name in Discord, and I always respond to if you personally tag me. But yeah, like Ask FCAT, we just be in there all night. People are just talking about not even just gaming in the Discord. So it's a lot of fun. So, and all the Discord link is in all of my videos. So just go and find it. And also, Sam, thank you very much for being a part of the show today. It was nice seeing you again.
Yeah, because we don't live together.
You know, so but
so I'll take us out. But before that, uncompetitive. I actually came on Cowboy stream and predicted Stadia was going to shut down, and it did. And it was the craziest thing in the world.
We got a lot of heat for that. FCAT pulled me down with him. I was like, first of all, this is all FCAT, not me. Everybody crucify me. Why would y'all bring that up? That's a dumb rumor. I was like, bro, what was an FCAT? Yeah, they never let that. And then guess what? And then it happened. It was like, oh snap! The craziest rumor I would have swore was wrong came true. That was the wildest thing ever. The rumor was that Stadia was going to shut down at the end of summer. They was just 7 days after the end of summer, and Stadia really Google announced that they were shutting down Stadia. We was all like, and everybody was like, damn, they was right.
I beat a lot of games.
Yeah, she beat more games on Stadia than me. All right, FCAT, take us out of here, man.
All right, and now your mama knows.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man! And now, your mama knows!
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!